Go, Mike. Morning. Yeah, we on time today. You don't give it about 5-10 minutes, see if people join the live. By like 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, we going. So if you ain't in here by 10:15, we going regardless. So, well, let's go.
Some of us like taking a walk on the wild side. For those of us who like living dangerously, this one's for you.
Probably looking at like 3 hours, maybe 3.5 if we really flowing. But I'm probably looking at about good 3 hours. I try not to do short lives. So Well, we're looking at 3. We got some things to talk about. For sure. Woo!
Say when. Coming down, lights.
Yeah.
This is golden. This too. Can you give it a silhouette? He's talking about. Screen. Down already. Back light.
I wish we could see what Slash did in rehearsal. I would love to see that conversation. Okay, Slash. So you gonna do what song did he do? Was it Beat It? Or was it Billie Jean? What song did he do when he came out? No, it wasn't Billie Jean because that's when he stood on the stage too long. Was it Black or White? I can't remember. Anyway, whatever song, like we're gonna do that song. Now that's really bothering me now. What song did he do? Was it Black or White? Let's see, low key gotta look at it now. But anyway, like, yo, okay, we're gonna do that song, then we're going to Billie Jean. Okay, when it hits my cue, I need you to get off the stage, Slash. Okay. No, okay, Mike, I got you. Yeah. Like, yo, I would love to see that conversations, bro.
It would help too, because okay, right. Somebody has to turn it off then. If he leaves the guitar there, will somebody turn it off? You'll remember? Okay. I wish you could trash it. See? See? Can we try it just one more time?
Like, you telling me nobody has the full recording of this rehearsal? Like, they just put the video on for this one part, and they don't have the full rehearsal of this? Like, come on, man. Somebody gotta leak that, dog.
I'm gonna take it from the top.
6, 7, 8.
Who's bad? Who's bad, bruh? Who's bad? See, we got like 5 more minutes. All right, let's do one more video. Before I start yapping. I hate that for real. I do. Yeah, true. Who's bad, bruh? Who's bad? Yeah, let's do one more video. I'm trying to do a video where I know my stream won't be shut down. You know what? Let's go to what I did last time. Yeah, let's go to what I viewed last time. Let's go here. So this is about 10-minute video. I'm not gonna say a word. Let's see. Either people are too tired and hungover from last night, or people just saying, I don't feel like watching him today. I'm gonna watch him on playback. It is what it is, though. We're gonna rock out regardless. But let's go. Let's go. What are you talking about? The one we should do the dangerous one, the dangerous rehearsal, not the one in the green shirt. Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember now. But I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I really want to do more rehearsal drawings, but it's like there's only like dangerous, like the only one outside of this is it. That they're like there's a little bit of bad. There's a few bad. There's none for history. Like they just trash all them joints. They ain't no rehearsal. I can't find anything for history. But yeah, I hope to do that. The orange shirt. Yes, the one with the orange shirt, yeah. Oh yeah. I think it was like an hour or so long. Yeah, I think I remember that one. Yeah, we gotta do that one. So come on, Mike. I love the fact that in real life he was actually playing Janet song. I forget what it might have been Rhythm Nation or one of them joints. What about baby boy? What up, though? It's about time you made it live, man. Hot damn. It's about damn time, son. Yeah. You want to give it a couple more minutes? Should I play the rest of this video out? We'll give it a couple. We'll play the rest of the video out. We good.
The way she moved, her hair, her face, her lines, divinity in motion. Girl was bad. With the eyes of desire, I felt trapped. Lust strange inhumanity. Take away my money, throw mine. Forget it so. You don't do.
What up, Michelle? What up, Michelle? What up? What up? What up? Damn, I wish we had more of this. I don't care what nobody says. Somebody has to have this whole rehearsal. Somebody got to have it. I don't care what nobody says. Yes, red shirt MJ is goddamn godly, bro. But somebody got to have this rehearsal. The Jackson Estate, somebody's hiding it somewhere in a vault. I just know it. She don't know. He don't know. What was Randy doing? Fun fact, I actually already reacted to Get On Up. It's on my Patreon. So you can go on patreon.com/HeySoundwaves, search Get On Up. It's right there for you. I do gotta do a review for it though. I was supposed to do it, but life be lifing. But yeah, you can go on Patreon, search that. All right, let's get.
End it right there.
All right, let's get going. It's like 10:20 now. Just want to wait for a few people to come in. Yeah. Renew that thing. Yo, for those that don't have my Patreon, I'm telling you, I damn near post daily. I just posted my Triumph full album reaction. I got the Osbournes full season 1 reaction on there. Mad Movies, Get On Up, Sister Act 2, Purple Rain, Under the Cherry Moon, The Jacksons, American Dream. Like, I got mad stuff on there. Like, because YouTube be playing. Like, I be trying to freak it all kinds of ways to try to put some videos on here. But YouTube, like, nah. I wish there's some channels I view. I'm like, how do y'all have time to edit the way y'all edit everything? Like, I ain't got time to be doing all that, bruh. And plus, I'm like, that's a lot of that's a lot of time. So I'm like, bro, I'm just put on Patreon, dog. Like, yo, but let's see. I want to hear the backstory of my. Yeah, I really want to hear the backstory of MJ in his red shirt. My man wears that red shirt like he doesn't have money and can't afford clothes. I'm telling you, there's something about the color red. There's something about that shirt. I don't know if Elizabeth Taylor gave it to him or something. I don't know. But something about that goddamn red shirt, man. Act like he a freaking JV quarterback or something. But I'm trying to think, what route should we go first? Because, all right, let's do this. Because I was going to start off with doing Destiny versus Triumph, but I'm actually going to go somewhere else first. So I was thinking about looking at my old videos, thinking about, what ways I can maybe, give some more content. What's crazy is I feel like I was way more creative when I started the channel. I feel like my creativity just lost, just somewhere gone. But I was watching some old videos on my YouTube channel, and I wanted to actually react to my very first YouTube video on here. Because I'm like, hey, what up, though? Headset Ho, what up? You ain't late, you just on time. We ain't even got started yet, for real. Like, we just waiting for everybody to come in. I know probably some of y'all had some late nights, either you slept in, you're tired, or you just want to chill in bed, you know what I mean? So it's all good. But nah, I know I have this one video I wanted to react to, which is my very first video. I haven't watched it at all. I usually don't watch my videos that I upload after I edit them and upload them. So this should all be fun for all of us, because I have no idea what I said, what I did. So this should be intriguing. My very first YouTube video I uploaded on here. Well, full length, because it's actually a skit I did. But it should be intriguing. For sure. I'm already fretful of the audio. I'm like, I bet my audio was not that good. But let's go to the very first video I ever uploaded on this channel. Now, backstory. I'm trying to remember what made me do this. Like, I don't know what inspired me to do this video. But, yeah, I wish I knew the backstory. But this is the very first video I upload on YouTube. I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, what the heck was I thinking about? Like, what the hell was I thinking about? But, hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on. So, this is the very first video I uploaded on YouTube in terms of a full-length video. I have no idea what I'm doing right here. Like, I have no idea. So this will all be fun for all of us. So it's AC/DC Back in Black reaction, trying to guess the lyrics. So yeah, I have no idea what am I doing here? So we want to find out together. But first of all, that chain is horrible. I don't know why I was like, though. I don't know what I don't wear no chains no more. Oh, appreciate you. Think you're doing a great job. Appreciate you. Hold on. Let me show love to the chat. Let's see. Binge watching Patreon. You was standing reacting while dancing. Yeah. Let's see. I gotta say, MJ looks more handsome in regular rehearsal shirts than in the most expensive jackets. Just a personal thing. I ain't mad at it. I said, like, what the hell? I know, right? Let's see. So we going back to prime Hayes era. Yeah. Bro, what in the early 2000s is this? I don't know, dog. I have no idea what I'm finna do. But I know the premise of the video is to try to guess the lyrics. I don't know where I got the idea from. Like, no idea. But we're going to do AC/DC Back in Black reaction. Let's go. This is hilarious. I'm almost afraid to hit play now, but let's go. Go Power Rangers. That's a decision. Go Power Rangers. What was I thinking about? Go Power Rangers. My name is the Power Ranger. Thank you. So today, I have no idea what I was thinking there. Because looking back on it now, I'm like, why did I not do music, like actual music under that? Like, why did I not do that? That's weird. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. It's during the pandemic. So I'll just tell you right now, it was during the pandemic. So I don't know. Maybe I was losing my mind low key. I don't know. Yeah, don't stop till you get enough level green screen. I know, right? I guess I was. I don't know why would I start the video off like that? Like, why would I do that? Like, yo, why would I do that? Why would I start the video like that? Yeah. Yeah, we were all losing our minds during the pandemic. So yeah, but why would I start the video like that? Like, why would I do that? All right, let's go. We are in the rock edition of Just Like the Beat. Yes, I already hate the audio. I already hate the audio. Lyrics series. And the band we're listening to today is one of my favorite bands of all time and one of the greatest rock bands, if not the greatest rock band of all time, depending who you ask. AC/DC. AC/DC. In case you couldn't tell by my attire, we're back in black, baby. Back in black. So there's only really 2 verses for this song. Now I know the first verse pretty well, but the second verse, I am air guitaring the song. Just first of all, wait. Is that a game? Is that an Xbox controller? Why do I have an Xbox controller? What is going on, y'all? I'm really watching this video like I have no idea what's happening right now. Why do I have an Xbox controller? Okay. That's how I started to find out about K-pop, because I was trying to listen to something new. Okay. Like, yo, what the hell is going on right now? Pandemic made everyone act up like we were in the medieval era. Like, for sure, bro. I never want to go back to that time, bro. Like, yo, why do I have a controller in my goddamn hand? Like, yo. That's all I'm doing. So, let's see if I can actually focus in and guess the lyrics. Second verse, AC/DC, Back in Black. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I didn't understand any of that. Back in the band, coming trouble there. We're going back in the band, going trouble there. Yeah. Got a bullet in a power pass. What? Mm-hmm. Yo, shout out to my edits. With the band, at it again. Okay. All right. I got the something if you want me to hang. I got the. All right, let's try it. Let's run it back. Run the play. Run the play. I got the cuss you if you. You know what? I got to cuss you if you want me to hang. What? I got to cuss you if you want me to hang. Yeah. Yo, I'm about to abort mission. Like, what is going on right now? Like, yo, what is happening? Yo. I'm back in the thing. I'm back in the thing and I'm not giving the. Hold up. I'm back in the.
What?
I'm back in the. You know what? I'm back on the set and I'm not giving the fuck. Yeah, I'm back in the set and I'm not giving the fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh my
Gonna
god.
get me on another run. Look at me now, I'm just a man of my word, yeah. Hell is that last line? Those two last lines after not giving a fuck. Something get out of my way. So get out of my way. Nothing get out of my way.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going with come at me if you want. Just get out of my way. Come at me.
Yeah.
Just get out of my way.
Hey yo. Nah, bruh. Nah. See?
And we're back.
Yo.
It's the portion of the
Nah, we gotta run that back. We gotta. First of all, yeah. Let me talk to you. All right, hold on. We gotta run that back. Like, what's going
If you
on?
want, just get out of my way. Come at me if you want. Just get out of my way. And we're back. This is the portion of the show where we figure out if
Why am I talking like I'm like a hostage? Like, why am I whispering in this video? I already know my audio is probably not that good. I don't know why I'm whispering. Like, what's going on during this time?
I actually know what the hell I'm listening to, or if I'm dead wrong. The weak or the strong. You gotta go.
Going on?
You're
Dead wrong.
You're dead wrong.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pull up genius.com. Right? Back in black. Okay.
I do. Okay, I do. Hold on. I do like the edits I did in this video. Like, once you get past the first part, my edits are pretty solid. But yo, I'm gonna chop all this up to I was losing my mind. But I do like the premise. I actually should start. I'm gonna finish the rest of the video. But it was a little shaky in the beginning, but I'm liking where I went near the middle here.
Back in the back of the Cadillac. Definitely didn't say nothing like that when I originally rapped.
Hey!
Nothing like that. Right, back in the back of the.
Yo, I was literally about to say, doing an AC/DC reaction while doing MJ moves is a decision. Like, yeah. So, first video I ever did, I'm already doing the MJ moves. That should let you know I'm really with gang. Like, I'm really MJ gang I'm really part of the Moonwalkers, bro. Like, first video doing MJ. I'm surprised I didn't do an MJ video my first video. That's actually shocking to me. But go ahead, yeah.
Back in the back of the Cadillac. Number one with the bullet on the power pack. Ooh, that sounds nice. Better than whatever I said. I know I said something about something with a bullet. I don't think I said number one with a bullet, but I said something with a bullet. All right. Yes, I'm in a bang with the gang. They gotta catch me if they want me to hang. I believe I got the want me to hang part. Nothing before that. It is not looking good for your boy right now, okay? Cause I'm back on the track and beating the flag. Okay, I don't know what the flag means. Let's see what the hell a flag is. Flag means
Look at that arm. Look at that arm.
for publicity. I feel like I'm reading in school. Flag means an agent hired for publicity. After getting back, he is even getting ahead in publicity. Then his flag can get him. Good job, Joseph.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's hilarious, bruh. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what I was on. Again, I was losing my. I'm pretty sure I was not high. I never do videos high or intoxicated, so I'm almost positive I wasn't, but that's hilarious. That's freaking. It's gonna get me on the other rap. So look at me now. I'm just making my play to try to put your luck. Just get out of my way. Wow, how was I so wrong on this? Like I know I got out of my way, and if they want me to hang, I literally got half of 2 bars out of this whole verse. Wow. Fail. So, what does this verse mean? This verse means that he is that dude. He's the man. Hence why he has a power pack. He has a game. And he's just trying to make his way. Trying to hang. And the publicity, the media, will not catch him on another rap. So I love the first video already did an MJ reference, a wrestling reference. I just wish I don't know why I was what I'm trying to think. What year 2020? Why was I whispering? I feel like I was whispering. I think probably because it might have been because of my neighbors. Maybe I was whispering because of my neighbors. I don't know. It's probably late. You know what? It probably 2020. I was working late night, so I probably did this early in the morning. So that's probably why I wasn't yelling. But yeah, I hate that chain. By the way, I don't know why I have that chain on. But as an MJ fan, I can understand though. Once you're into MJ, his spirit randomly catches whatever you do. It's just a MJ disorder. I'm telling you, dog. Like just random as hell, bruh. I do like the premise of this video. Like I low key wish I would have continued to do this series. I do like the premise. Another scandal, if you will. So look at me now. I'm just making my play. So he's just trying to make moves out here. Yeah. So you better get out his way. So basically, move, bitch. Get out the way. Luda. Not gonna lie to you, my pride's kind of hurt. I got nothing on that second verse, except to half of a line. I basically got a line. If you put it together, I gotta do better. I will do better. Well, that was I Just Like the Beat. Guess Them Lyrics by your boy Hey Soundwaves, and that was an epic fail. If I graded myself, I would give myself a G. I couldn't even give myself an F. I give myself a G. That's hilarious. Incomplete. I would give myself an I for incomplete. Got to redo this course because that sucked. But then again, I don't care about the lyrics. I just want to play the guitar. Yeah. So this is Hey Soundwaves. Yo. Yeah. Hey, yo. Nah, bro. I find it to be intriguing how... comfortable I was. Like, I have... Like... It's hard to explain because I'm myself. But I can tell how comfortable I was doing that video. Like, I'm already riffing. I'm freestyling off the top. I could tell... Like, I was just going. Like, I didn't have no script or nothing, which I never do. But I was just going off the top that whole video. Like, I found it to be intriguing how comfortable I was doing that. Being in my first video. Intriguing. That was something. Yeah. We might have to make this like a weekly thing where I watch like my old videos. But yeah, I'm crying myself for a different reason. Legendary start. I mean, it is legendary. Kamora, hey, what's up? Morning. Okay, so for those that are watching this on playback or those that just got here, We are now going to really have some fun. I already made fun of myself, but we're going to have some fun, and we are going to actually do the Destiny album versus the Triumph album right now. It took me a minute to figure out how I'm going to do this. Like, I was trying to figure out like what way I want to go, and I think I have a way to where we can truly do the Destiny album versus the Triumph album. Now, I wish I could do like the music, like listen to the music, but you know how YouTube gives it up. So I won't really be able to freak that. But I think we got a nice compromise here. So I already did the full reaction to the Triumph album and Destiny album. And now it's time to decide what is the best album. So we have to do it right here, right now. And so what I did was I basically I ran down each song and I wanted to pair them with what I thought was comparable or compatible with each other. And so some of y'all might not like, I try my best to match the energy of each song compared to like what I think would be the best verses. Like y'all remember verses? Like I was really thinking about that last night. Like I miss verses. Like Locks versus Dipset. What's a classic one? That's like my favorite one. What's the classic? Yeah, Snoop and DMX, R.I.P. the Dog. Yeah, but I really do miss verses. Like I'm kind of sad that they got bought out and now they're shelved. Like I don't like. What was the purpose of buying the verses only to shelve the project or idea? But you know that's what it is. Let's see. For our first video, it was a great start. Nervousness wasn't visible and confidence was off the chart. You know what's crazy? I was not nervous at all. Maybe because I don't know. I don't know. I was just so. I think because I was so hyped to just do it that I just nervousness just wasn't even there. I was just so hyped to do the video because as a creative person as I am, when I got an idea and I actually am doing it, like I'm on cloud nine. I know I miss verses, dog. I really do. Like I don't know if anything's gonna touch the Locks versus Dipset. I don't think no versus is ever gonna touch that, ever. I think the only thing close is KRS versus Big Daddy Kane, which I think is still on my channel somehow. It might still be on my channel on here, which I don't know how I got away with that. But it's still up here. So, yeah, KRS and Big Daddy Kane also was a fire because they actually were doing live vocals. So, yeah. But with that being said, let's go and let's do actual verses. So we're going to start off doing it this way. So, y'all ready? Oh yeah, I got you. I saw we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to your explanation of the discography. Like I saw it. I was gonna wait till the end to do that. I got you. Don't trust me. I see everything. All right, but now we're gonna do Destiny versus Triumph album. So I wanted to make it a little bit more of a democracy to where y'all get to decide what song is better. So if I don't get any interaction, then I will gladly choose for myself. Kat Sarah, what's up? What's up? Glad you made it live from Germany. What it did it do? What time is it over there? You in Germany? It's I don't know if I even looked that up. What time is it in Germany right now? Cause I know either you. I'm trying to think. Like I don't know how. Oh, so you're like, according to Google's, you're like 4:45 over there. So, okay, so it's 4:45. So you're like 6 hours ahead of us. So, okay. Thanks, man. Sorry for the long. No, it's good. For those that don't know, I love comments, especially long comments. So that means that you actually care about what I said or what I posted. So I'm always going to be for people that actually write and actually interact with my channel. So no, I definitely appreciate it. But okay. Now we're officially going to do Destiny versus Triumph album. We're going to go song for song. I left one song off of the Triumph album because there's only 8 on Destiny, so there's no way I can really do song for song. So I only left one song off the verses per se. But this is the best I can do. I wish I had like music I could play, but I don't really. I mean, I don't think there's really something I could really do. But let's go. So we're gonna first start off. Let's see. Let's see how y'all feel about this. So we're gonna start off with "Blame It on the Boogie" versus "Can You Feel It?" Blame It on the Boogie versus Can You Feel It? Now, I only put the matchups together. I have not thought at all about what song I like over which one. So I'm curious to see if people in the chat, for people that are here right now, what are we thinking? Yeah. I'm curious to see what people are thinking right now. Like this will be fun, even though I know who wins. Intriguing. No, hey, it's the intro. I was like, because let me give it a science. I was gonna do "Blame It on the Boogie" versus Lovely One, but I'm like, no, I gotta do intro for intro. Like that just makes sense to do. So I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. So "Blame It on the Boogie" versus "Can You Feel It?" The intros for both albums. Like, so we got, I know, right? Like, it was bugging the last time. I don't know what was going on. "Blame It on the Boogie." Let's see. So Elise says "Blame It on the Boogie." So that's what's written right now. Let's see. It's okay. Let's go. It's hard to pick for me. All right, so what about Baby Boy says, "Can You Feel It?" So we already got a 50-50 thing right now. So we got Elise with "Blame It on the Boogie." We got "What About Baby Boy" with "Can You Feel It?" So if I don't see nobody else comment, I'm gonna have to be the tiebreaker. I don't want to have to do that, even though I low key don't even know right now. Hold on, so I'm trying to think right now. I'm trying to think what song. I guess it ought to be what song would I play. Or are you listening first? No. Nah, I wish we could listen. I wish we could listen, but I'm not taking that chance. Like you might be able to get 5 seconds. That's probably the best I could do is like 5 seconds of the song. And I have to keep stopping and starting, stopping and starting, stopping and starting. Like So I'll try to see if I can do 5 seconds. That's the best you got. Different, "Can You Feel It?" This one we got. Hold on. Let's see. That's the best we got. That's the best we got. I wish we could listen to every song, bruh. I really do. Yeah, that would have been dope as hell. Like that's what I originally wanted to do. I want to do like a real. What I originally was going to do, I wanted to do a real life versus, but I'm like, I don't know how I can do that without my video being struck in with copyright, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I can't live stream it. Like I was looking at a way, how can I do it where I can live stream it and have people get involved and vote and stuff like that? But yeah, I was like, I can't. My baby's always dancing. Would it be a bad thing? Yeah, I can't risk it. One day we'll figure out how to do it. I might have to do it on a different platform that might be able to get me to do it. Like maybe like Twitch or something. Twitch or like Rumble. So if we do this again, I want to be able to actually play the song. So this is just like a rough draft, a demo of what we can do. Because next we might do like Janet versus like Beyonce or something crazy. So Blame It on the Boogie. So we got 2 for Blame It on the Boogie, 1 for Can You Feel It. Interesting. So Blame It on the Boogie is tough, but I think Can You Feel It has that one of those MJ Meshes anthem vibes. You know, I agree. Okay, so this is a democracy. So blame people that did not watch the live. If you did not watch the live, if you did not comment in the chat, you have nobody to blame but yourselves. Again, this is a democracy. I only make a decision if there's a tiebreaker. So as of right now, we have Blame It on the Boogie, BAK You Feel It. And unless somebody randomly comments, you got about 10 seconds. Now, me personally, it's very difficult because I think I said this in my live reaction, not my live reaction, on my reaction full album listening to Destiny, that Blame It on the Boogie is a song I was spamming listening to after MJ passed. Like, it was something about that song I just kept on repeat for the longest. Can You Feel It? It gets difficult to pick, but I like both. Can You Feel It? Okay, we got another tie. Oh, man. This is difficult. This is a crazy first round. This is crazy. So we already have a tie right now. It's between Can You Feel It and Blame It on the Boogie. It looks like I might have to be the tiebreaker. So we're going to give it a few more seconds. So yeah, Blame It on the Boogie, I was playing heavy after MJ passed. But Can You Feel It probably is my favorite intro of a Jackson's album. Especially like what About Baby Boy said. It's one of those message songs to where it doesn't it's not preachy, but yet it has purpose. So it's like, and I love the horns of the song and everything. But y'all got 10 seconds, and I'm gonna have to make a decision and be the tiebreaker. Let's see. Hell yeah, we got another Can You Feel It? Yeah, you was on the island by yourself, man. You was out on the island by yourself. Kimura came in through the clutch. Let's see. I love Blame It on the Boogie. It makes me happy every time. I know, right? That's why I was spamming it. Especially that breakdown. Yeah, that sunshine, moonlight, good times, liberty. You just got to. Yeah, like, yo. So, all right. So, I guess I'm going to have to be the tiebreaker here. I was really hoping like someone else would pop in because now I'm trying to decide. I think if I have to go off, what's the song I would play first? Gun to my head, what song am I playing first? Man. I think because I think in terms of just a feel good song, Blame It on the Boogie got it. But I think overall musically, Can You Feel It is definitely above Blame It. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like what would I feel like listen? It really depends on my vibe that day, like what I would feel like listening to. Gun to my head. I think I gotta go. Can You Feel It? Can You Feel It? I think it's instrumentation wise. Yeah. And the rap. Yeah. I gotta go. Can You Feel It? I just think overall the message of the song, the build up of the song, Michael. I feel like Michael is peak Michael here vocally. Like Blame on the Boogie, he's fine. But Can You Feel It? Like, tell me. Like, he feels like Michael Like he truly feels like Michael on Can You Feel It? So yeah, we start off. Damn, I should have got like a pen and paper or something. Oh, I do. Hold on. I think I might got a little something. Hold up. We them boys. Hold up. We them boys. All right. So as of right now, Triumph won. God dang. There you go. Triumph is in the lead. 1-0. So this should be intriguing. So let's see. Who said? I love that song as well. Let's see. I'm hurt. Wow. Oh. So I'm trying to remember who. Okay, so it was Kimura. I think it was Kimura and What About Baby Boy? Okay. That had that. Okay. So this on the first round. So it don't get no easier from here, bruh. I don't know. So that was the first one. Next one. Again, I try my best to match each song up with the vibe. So let's see. I can't find it. Where you at, boy? Here you go. So, let's go with this. I'm actually going to be intrigued to see what y'all got for this one. Like, I'm genuinely I'm curious to see what y'all have for this one. All right, next up, we got Push Me Away versus Time Waits for No One. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is intriguing. Both of them are very Time Waits for No One is a more slower ballad, but mostly they're kind of like a ballad for real. What we feeling? How we feeling about that? Push Me Away versus Time Waits for No One. Both songs gets me in my feelings, so it really depends. Triumph. Okay, we just at least democracy. Hold on, at least the democracy is still working in this chat. Let's see. Triumph is a better album, but Boogie is my favorite intro. Okay. Let's see. Just show me. It's all love. It's all, bro. Okay. I only remember a time from Freddie Mercury. Please play 5 seconds. All right. I think we good on 5 seconds. Hold on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Then for this one, let me get to the hook. So that's the best I can give y'all. Let's see. Push Me Away is on a list of top 10 greatest Jackson songs. So, okay. Always for No One. It's 2-1 right now. Cause Kat Sarah says Push Me Away. So it's 2-1 right now. It's 2-1. I'm gonna have to be the deciding factor. That's difficult. I love both these songs. I think I said it again in my reaction to the album. I was literally Time Waits for No One. Oh my god, y'all do this on purpose? Hold on, let me make sure. No, it's Push Me Away. Okay, what about Push Me Away? At least got Time Waits for No One. Cassera got pushed away. Kimura does time waits for no one. Oh, y'all do this on purpose to make me choose, bro? Nah, that's hilarious. Like I think I gave the story to where I was randomly listening to Time Waits for No One, like late at night, and I text my homie Sasha, like, oh my God. She was like, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you so emotional right now? Like, I don't know. Like, she was like, yo, boy, bye. Like, get out my face. Oh no, but then push me away. Like, I just love that, like, the vibe of it, like, push me away. You push me away. Oh no, man. Please don't make me choose, man. Somebody save us. Somebody pop in so I don't have to choose. Somebody please pop in. You got 10 seconds. I'm trying to think. Okay, if I have to decide, which one would it be? Okay, I have my decision. Oh, snap. Randomly. Shout out to Kai. We have a push me away from in the fourth quarter from downtown. Oh, snap. Okay. So looking right now, push me away might be in the lead. We're going to give a little bit more time. As I'm still trying to decide in case someone else comes in, I have to be the tiebreaker. But as of right now, I believe push me away is in the lead 3-2. So let me just double check real quick. Look in the chat. Yeah, push me away. Wait, time waits for no one. Push me away. Time waits for no one. Push me away. So yeah, I think push me away is in the lead right now. Going once, going twice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's official. Push me away with the dub. With that dub. It was regardless, I was gonna have push me away either way. So even if Kai did not come in at the last minute, I was gonna say push me away. So Freddie, you missed your time. You was off by a second. Freddie, what's up? I know it's unrelated, but did you listen to the leak snippets that I mentioned? Don't believe so. You gotta remind me. Oh, you had time waits for no one? I'm sorry, man. You came in too late. Besides, I would have been the tiebreaker anyway. I would have had push me away. But I still love time waits for no one. So, as of right now, it's 1-1 right now. Destiny got pushed me away, and Triumph has Can You Feel It? So we're 1 run right now, man. I think the consensus is that Triumph is the better album, but we 1-1 right now. So is it 2-0? Is your pick's been 2-0 right now? Okay. Fred, like, damn, yeah, man. You just missed the cut, bro. You just missed the cut, dog. So, all right, it's decided for me because I'm trying to remember what I matched up. I'm trying to remember now. Let's see. Ooh, what should I do next? You know what? Let's go here with it. Let's see what people are feeling with this one. This is another tough one, I think. We're going to see. All right, let's see what people are feeling with this one. Things I do for you. Walk right now. Yo. Nah, this both high energy songs, both get you out your seat, on your feet songs. Like, bruh, you can't help but get crazy when you hear both these songs come on. So, Kat said no brainer. Oh, it's like that? Really? I'm intrigued. Now I got, okay, things I do for you. Is that how everybody's feeling? Oh, Freddie says walk right now 100,000 times. Oh, what about, okay. Things I do for you, Kimura, okay. What about Baby Boy? Things I Do For You. Wow. Okay. So looks like Freddie is outvoted 3-1 right now. Unless a few more people come in. Yeah, looks like it's 3-1 for Things I Do For You. Intriguing. I think it also helps that Michael performed this. I don't think did we ever see them perform Walk Right Now? I don't think we ever seen them do that, but we performed them. We see them perform Things I Do For You on the Victory Tour and the Triumph Tour, and the Destiny Tour, I believe. Did they ever do Walk Right Now live? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I don't remember them ever perform that live, so that might also be a thing. He said, "Yeah, he said you want to break up with someone, use the first song." Yo, that's funny because actually we listened to the lyrics of the song. Yeah, don't do the same for me. Ding 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 ding. So, got 10 seconds unless a couple more people come in and give it to Walk Right Now. It looks like Things I Do For You has it. And then I'm going to give my verdict of what I would have had winning. But you're going to do the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Things I Do For You. Oh, snap. Here we go. Things I Do For You over Walk Right Now. Now, I would have chose Things I Do For You too. So, I would have chose that too. Well, we got to watch Things I Do For You live in Yokohama, 87. Oh, yeah, I gotta do the whole Bad tour from there too. Let's see. Looks like an easy walk for this round. Things I Do For You. Get you there. This time it starts. I mean, I really. The thing is, it's not really a wrong answer here. So even if Walk Right Now would have won, like, can you really debate that? Like, both songs are great, like especially musically. And I feel like, I'm trying to think how to say this. I feel like when you get to songs like Things I Do For You and Walk Right Now, that feels like Michael, like officially Michael, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it feels like, okay, this is who Michael is. But so Destiny is winning 2-1 right now. I don't know if I would have called that, but I got Destiny is up 2-1 right now. So interesting. I don't know if I would have called that. All right, let's see. Let's see what we looking for. What we looking at? Should we go slow? Ooh, you know what? I'm intrigued to see what people have for this one. I'm intrigued to see what people got for this one. Because I legit don't know what people feel about this. Okay. So this is going to be fun for me. Y'all ready? Yes. Yep. Yeah, we got to do that. We got to do that soon. All right, y'all ready? All right, here we go. We got Destiny versus Give It Up. What we thinking? What we on? I'm very intrigued to see what I can see either way it going. I legit don't know. It is. It is one of the first concerts. That's right. Like, look, Michael easily could have left after the Bad tour, and we would have been fine. Like, the Bad tour, like, we might have to do I don't know how we would do a versus for the tours, but we might be able to do something like that. But tough one, not gonna lie, it is. Play Give It Up, please. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little taste of Give It Up. Hold on. All you gotta do is I know it's true now. All right, so that's Give It Up. That's probably the best I could do. Next, we got Destiny. Hold on, let's see.
Life, I don't want it. Happiness ain't always material things. I want destiny.
I think there's an actual video for this. I think they were like in a log cabin or something.
It's the place for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I give me a simple life. I'm getting away from here. Let me be me. Come on, let me feel free. Let me be me.
So that's Give It Up versus Destiny. What we thinking? What we think? I gotta read the chat. Hold on. 3-0. 3-0? Like what? Let's see. Give It Up. So we have Give It Up. It's supposed to be his last tour. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see. Real music. Give It Up. Everybody got Give It Up. Oh snap! Everybody saying Give It Up. Is this unanimous? Hold on. Let me see. Is this unanimous? Everybody say Give It Up. This might be the first unanimous one. Let's see. Real music. Yeah. But we got Cat would Give It Up. Kamora would Give It Up. Kai would Give It up. What about Baby Boy would Give It Up? Oh snap! Well, I guess we ain't gotta really. He said, let's give it up for Destiny. Let's see my picks. I think What About Baby Boy is undefeated right now. Like all his picks are winning. I love the video for Destiny in Switzerland. Yeah, that's where it was. Okay, yeah. They were like some log cabin or something. So I don't think we really got a debate here. We gonna give a countdown, just in case random like 4 people come in and decide to give it to Destiny. Destiny's a very good song. But give it a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it up. So give it up. So it's tied right now, 2-2. Interesting. This is why I wanted to do it like this, because everybody, I think I even did a poll some months back about what's the better album, and everybody was like everybody was like Triumph. And I'm like, it's closer than you think. It's closer than you think. I know I did not expect it to be unanimous. I thought at least one person would have had Destiny, especially it being a title track. Wow. Yeah, 4. Yeah, what about Baby Boy? 4-0 right now. He's a freaking Undertaker right now. Okay. All right. So this should be fun. We got a few more to go. Let's see where we want to go now. Let's spice it up. Should I save that? We're going to save that. Let's do, you know what? Let's do this one, because I most likely will have to play both tracks anyway, because I have a feeling it's going to be like, can you play that? Let's see. I love Destiny, but I can't see Triumph going down. I can't see Triumph go down. That's funny. Let's see. How did I come up with the head to heads? I literally was just going off of energy. I was like, okay. I literally just looked at the Destiny album because there's only 8 songs, unlike Triumph that has 9. So like, I literally went song for song on Destiny. I'm like, if I did a versus, what song? If I was Triumph, what song would I do to combat? And then I was like, if I'm Triumph, what song would I do to combat that song? So I literally just was acting like I was both albums. Um, Triumph is definitely a better album overall, but Destiny has some bangers. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this one I'm probably gonna have to play. Well, let's see. This is gonna be what we call a sleeper. Hold on. Did you do Thriller versus Off the Wall? I actually have not done that. That's probably the next one we're gonna do. That's the next one we're gonna do is Thriller versus Off the Wall. Probably on the next live. Which we might do tomorrow, depending on how y'all feeling. So, but keep that in the tuck. Keep that in the tuck. Yeah. Keep that in the tuck. Ooh, so let me ask you this. Okay, so yeah, Off the Wall versus Thriller, and then I guess Bad versus Dangerous, I'm guessing. Probably, and then you could do History versus Invincible, I'm guessing. Lagging a bit. Okay, hold on. Let me chill. It's lagging a little bit. Come on, Wi-Fi. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. It's bugging right now. I want destiny. I want destiny. So I'm waiting for I can see like my connection a little laggy. Oh, let me see. Like, why is it? I feel like I'm in a freaking Inception right now, looking at myself while I'm looking at myself. Hold on. Okay. So I can't tell if it's lagging or not, but it looks like it's lagging. So we're gonna try to thug it out. But damn, why is it? Okay. Let's play the music first. No, let's get to here. Hot damn. All right, so that's Bless His Soul. And now let's go like somewhere in the middle here. All right, so what we thinking? What we thinking? Hold up. I know we do Off the Wall versus Thriller. That's going to be crazy. Let's see what we thinking right now. Your Ways for sure. Okay. We got 1 vote for Your Ways. So right now, Your Way's in the lead. Meanwhile, I'm trying to think what I would choose because I have no idea, to be honest with you. What happened? Did I lose y'all? What happened? Dangerous. Dangerous. Girl, it's so dangerous. Oh, my bad. My bad. Did I even... Oh, hold up. I wasn't showing it the whole time. That's crazy. My bad. So we got Blessed Soul versus Your Ways. What we thinking? Your Ways easy. So we got 2 for Your Ways. What just happened? Did y'all lose me? That's what happens when you play music. Am I good? We good? Your Ways? Okay. I was so confused. Your Ways. 5 seconds Your Ways. Okay. I think I know what happened. My bad. My bad, y'all. Because my stream is bugging right now. So, y'all sure y'all want Your Ways? Your Ways clear? Everybody got it Your Ways? I mean, yep, Your Ways. So everybody, okay. So I think it's clear. Your Ways beats Bless His Soul. And I think I got Your Ways too, but we'll give a countdown in case like 4 random people come in and decide to give it to Bless His Soul. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's Your Ways. Your Ways wins. So Triumph is up 3-2 right now. All right. So after 5 rounds, we have Triumph up by just 1 point, 3-2. Is What About 5-0 right now? Like, yo, this dude, like every pick he has been winning so far. That's funny. All right, so Triumph's up 3-2. Let's see. This I feel like I know what you're gonna say for this one, but we'll do it anyway. I think I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say for this one. Like I almost positive. Almost positive, but let's see. Hold on. Hold up. Hey, y'all ready? Let's go. Let's see what y'all got to say. All Night Dancing versus Lovely One. What we got? What we thinking? Let me play a little bit of it. Hold on. Hold on, I want to get to the actual. Hold on. Here we go. Woo! Okay, let's go here with it. You You are my love. I'll give you the horns since y'all been such a lovely guest. Hold on. All right. So we got lovely one, 3. Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. Damn, everybody got you. Everybody got lovely one all day. Lovely one got that edge. Lovely one. I feel like all night was slept on though. Like people don't, for some reason, don't ever talk about all night. If you watch my reaction to all night on the Destiny tour, yo, they was bugging on that joint. They were bugging. Even with the performance, our lovely one still clears. I love all night dancing though, but like lovely, yeah. I think this is unanimous. I don't even gotta do a countdown for this one. This is unanimous. It's a lovely one. Especially, I love the performance they do in the Victory tour. Like he starts breakdancing. Like, bruh. Yeah, lovely one. Like Michael, I'm telling you, Michael was on one like during this period. Like he truly found his voice. Like for real. Like his mannerisms and everything. Like, let's see, lovely one live in Brisbane, 1987, one of the greatest performances in the entire MJ career. Let's see, lovely one. I don't think I see that one. I don't think I've seen that joint. I have to add that to the list. So as of right now, Triumph is up 4-2. It's up 4-2. Yeah, I think also because they rarely ever did all night dancing live. So it's kind of like, So Triumph, I thought this was going to be a close race. Triumph starting to pull away. Again, I try my best to make it somewhat competitive. You know, there's some of them I didn't know like what way y'all would go, but I ain't know which way y'all would go. Come on. Come on. All right, let's go. Let's see. Yeah, bruh, 6-0. Every one of his picks done won. Bro, 6-0. Now this one, I think I know what you're gonna go, where you're gonna go with this, but I'm still I know we understand. Hey, family comes first. You feel me? That's the Jackson's way. Family first. So I can dig it. But in case you missed it, we've been doing basically a versus of Triumph versus Destiny. Triumph is up 4-2 right now. So it was originally at 2-2, but let's see. Oh, that sucks. Oh no, I'm lagging. That's what's going on. Hot damn. Why am I lagging like that? Gee Louise. Like a brother ain't paid the Wi-Fi. I got a broken hotel Wi-Fi right now. Hot damn. This been doing it. It usually isn't this bad. All right, let's speed this joint up. Let's speed it up. I'm getting pissed. All right, let's go. Let's speed this up. Let's speed it up. Let's see how I feel about this one. Let's see how you feel about this. That's what you get for being polite versus everybody. What we feeling? I'll play a little bit of it. Let's see.
All the time getting in. Thinks he can get out. Sucks deep inside of him. Eating up the
Do. For those that don't know, I'm pausing it so that this live don't get strucken down.
pride of him that makes him buy things for the girls. That's what you get for being polite.
So that's what we got. That's what you get for being polite versus everybody. Again, I gotta pause it, but let's see.
Yeah.
I'll run it back.
On some more, babe. Oh, everybody, get down on the floor. Get down.
Now, the way my computer's set up, I can't see the chat right now, so I'm gonna be very interested to see what the people feel about this one. Shake your thing. All right, so what we feeling? How we feeling? Let's see. Polite is an awesome melody. Hold on, let me scroll up. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss nobody. All right, so again, we got everybody, cat, everybody, everybody. That's what you get. Sorry, Triumph. So we got what, a 3-1. You never heard these George Loki? All right, that's cool. Definitely go check them out. They some hidden gems, bruh. Polite has an awesome melody though. So I think that's what you get for being polite. What's about baby boy about to lose his streak? We got everybody. I think it's everybody 3-2 right now. Let me double check. Yeah. See, that's what you get. Yeah, I think it's 3-2 right now. That's what you get. Oh, hold up. Hey. Hell, yo. Oh, snap. Is it 3-3 right now? Hold on. Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, Kimura. What about baby boy? And Elise. And then we got, let's see, everybody. So there was like 3 straight everybody's. I think that's the only other everybody. Is it 3-3 right now? Oh, y'all gonna make me choose, bro? Right here, that's what you give me a lot. It reminds me of Izzy talking about it in the Yeah. Shout out to those I know. I love the deposition though when it goes over the girl is mine and we are the world too. Like the dude was like, explain what a bridge is. It's like, okay, a bridge is, but actually Michael loves talking about music, so now it's up to you to be pick the actual best song. Y'all put it on me. That's crazy, y'all. All right, bro. All right, let's see. What song would I go to first? I gotta go. That's what you get for being polite. I gotta go. Like there's just that song, like that storytelling. Don't you know he's scared? Woo! Like I gotta go. That's what you get for being polite, bro. Like I gotta do it. Yeah. Yeah, like that vibe. Yeah. Sorry. Jack Still. Yeah. Oh, why is my connection bugging all day? So it is 4. Oh my God. If this winds up being a tie, that's going to be crazy. So it's 4-3 right now. Oh my God. We got to hurry up. I want to make sure to get this done. All right. Again, this one, I have legitimately no idea what y'all going to choose. So let's see. Which one did I not do yet? Hold up. 4. Oh yeah, there's only one song left. Oh, that's funny. I'm like, yo, where am I? So there's one song left. So, oh my God. This might actually turn into a tie, y'all. All right, here we go. Here we go. I think we know where we're going to go with this one. Process of elimination. I think we know what we finna do. All right, so remind y'all, it's Triumph versus Destiny. Triumph is up 4-3, okay? We got one song left. And I think I know where this is going to go. This is going to be intriguing. Here we go. Shake Your Body Down versus Displaced Hotel. I'll put my hands up. That's all y'all, bruh. That's all y'all, dog. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. I'm staying out of it, yo. That's on y'all. Yeah, Triumph has 9 tracks. It has 9 tracks. So I had to leave one off. So I had to leave Wonder and Who off. So yeah. No, yup. Y'all gonna have to make a decision. Y'all gonna have to really make a decision. Do you go with the album that you want to win, or do you go with your heart and what song you want, or maybe that's a line. I don't know. Crew. So we got Shake Your Body. We got. Hold on. So we got This Place, Heartbreak Hotel. Not This Place. It's Heartbreak Hotel. At least still undecided. Poor Jackie. I like all he had to do was keep Michael on the bridge. For those that watch my channel and watch my intros or my outro, I always play the part with Michael's bridge. I'm like, you could have just kept the version with Michael on the bridge, bruh. But Jackie was getting down though. This Place Hotel, Michael's songwriting was T. Okay. So This Place Hotel up 2-1 right now. Okay. Voting for This Place. Oh snap! I thought people love Shake Your Body Down. I am appalled. Wow. This place is damn near unanimous. Wow. I did not see that coming. As my freaking connection is getting whatever. Wow. I did not see that coming. That's crazy. Hold on. Hold on. That's crazy. Yeah, I definitely did not see that coming. All right, let's hear a snippet. I love Sugar right now. She knows my heart. All right, hold on. Okay. All right, here we go. No, we gonna run it back. This place. Wow, I'm telling y'all shocked me with this one. Y'all really shocked me. Years ago today, yo. Like legitimately, if it was 10 years, what did it come out? 1980, so 1970. So that would have been Michael would have been like 12, by the way. So Michael's writing about a person he met at 12. Like I just want to put that out. That's hilarious. But we gotta play Shake Your Body Down though.
Hold on. Okay. Ooh! Like I seriously want to know what possessed Michael to do that. So I'm just shocked. Like I'm legit stunned right now. I am legit stunned. Like I am like, yo, I ain't gotta choose then. I think unanimously everybody has This Place Hotel. So let me just double check, make sure I ain't missed nobody. I think someone originally had, I'm trying to think. I think one person had Shake Your Body. Daryl had Shake Your Body. Legit, everyone else had Heartbreak Hotel. Yeah. So y'all, that's what y'all decided. I think me personally, I for sure, as much as I love Heartbreak Hotel, it is a proper MJ type song. I agree, for sure. But to me, just Shake Your Body Down does something to me that is undescribable. Like I love Shake Your Body Down. Like it just does something to me. So yeah, I think it's the storytelling that puts it over the edge. It's that goddamn storytelling. But yep, we got Heartbreak Hotel. So Triumph wins 5-3. They win 5-3. So according to my chat, Triumph is the better album. I thought for sure I had y'all. I was like, I thought for sure I had y'all. I was like, you're going to want to be in a tie? This is going to be crazy. No, y'all said nope. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. That's crazy. I thought for sure I might have had y'all on that one. Yo, I don't know why. I thought for some reason, I don't know. I think because it's a more upbeat song and Michael dancing and all that, that's how he ends all his shows. And he never really he does do Heartbreak Hotel live. But I don't know, I thought Shake Your Body Down was a more iconic song that people would have that. So, yeah, what about Baby Boy? 8-0. 8-0, bruh. Every one he chose won. That's crazy. 8-0. I'm trying to think. Undertaker, he was 8-0. I'm trying to think. Who was that against? 8-0. He was 10-0 versus Ric Flair. 9-0, I think, versus Big Boss Man. So 8-0 would have been 98. So it was like Kane. Anyway, that's random wrestling talk. Don't worry about me. Yeah, Shake Your Body Down, I think is the best live. But you can make the argument that just song for song, Heartbreak Hotel. Again, it's classic Michael. Like it feels like, I'll put it like this. I think Shake Your Body Down. I don't know if you can hear that being on a Michael solo album, but you could definitely hear This Place Hotel or Heartbreak Hotel being on a Michael album. It just that feel, that lead up in the build of it, like the anticipation to the hook and the Michael, whoo! Like it's just everything. So yeah, shout out to Triumph, man. Next one we're gonna do probably, if I go live tomorrow or the next time I go live, we gotta do Off the Wall versus Thriller. So we gotta do Off the Wall versus Thriller. That's gotta be the next one. No, Kane was WrestleMania 14 in Boston. No, 15 was a Big Boss Man. But man, y'all shocked me with that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Y'all got me on that one. Y'all shocked the hell out of me with that. I did not see that coming. That's crazy. Wow. Y'all really got me with that. I did not see y'all choosing Shake Your Body Down
choosing Heartbreak Hotel over Shake Your Body Down. So that's why I wanted to do this live, because I wanted to see. I could have edited it so that I could do the songs back to back and everything, but I wanted to get y'all live reaction, and I wanted y'all to choose. So hey, shout out to Triumph. Triumph is, in my opinion, Triumph is the better album as well. Like, legit. I just think it truly feels, I think I said this in my review. I think I did. Is Triumph feels like a Michael Jackson solo album featuring the Jacksons. So, like, if you listen to it, literally sounds like until you get to Wondering Who at the end, Triumph really feels like a solo project with Michael with some features. Like, no disrespect to the brothers, but that's kind of how it feels to me. Like, Michael, this is after Off the Wall. I think he was in sync writing wise, lyrically, emotionally, musically. He went to the Quincy Jones school. Again, I'm not trying to shade the brothers. Again, if you look at the credits, a lot of the brothers wrote a lot of those songs. Like Randy, Jackie, they wrote a lot of those songs. So even though they weren't featured a lot, they still had a lot to do with how it was composed. But yeah, I just feel like, Triumph it almost feels like Thriller's baby brother, low key. Like, it feels like Thriller's baby brother more than Off the Wall does. So, low key, I wonder. No. I'm about to say, I wonder what would happen if you did Thriller versus Triumph. But I know Thriller's going to win that. But yes, that's crazy, y'all. Okay, so since Baby Boy, what about Baby Boy? Especially Heartbreak Hotel. That's a full blown. That literally is a full blown MJ song. That's MJ all day. The emotion, the ad libs, the storytelling, the build up of the song, and then the the horns, the guitar breakdown. Like, that's MJ all day, bro. That's MJ all day. Okay, so let's go this route. Everybody, get down on the floor. Get down on the floor. Get down, get down, get down. I'm telling you, like, what? I don't know why they felt the need to do any. Well, I know why. Because Jermaine came back. Like, I'm like, why did he do any albums after Triumph? That was a perfect way to go out. But Jermaine came back, so no shade to Jermaine. I'm keeping it peaceful today. I'm not gonna throw no shade at Jermaine. Just like, they should have, because if they didn't do that, we could have got State of Shock on Bad, because State of Shock was a song that Freddie Mercury and Michael did. That was actually, I think it was supposed to be for Mick Jagger, but that could have been on Bad, which would have fit Bad way more. But no, I gotta give it to my brothers. Like, whatever, bro. Whatever. Like, and even though I do love Tell Me What About It. Even though I do love Torture. I do love that song. Jermaine's so loose. I'll keep it peaceful, Jermaine. I ain't throwing no shade to you today. I don't have any thoughts on Jermaine, especially Jermaine. I don't have any thoughts. Yeah, I don't have no thoughts on the man right now. Ooh, doo, doo. Walk right now. I'm just saying. Okay. So, walk right now. We're going to go this route. Then we're going to listen to the rest of the audio book. But you wrote a goddamn novel. Shout out to you. Let's go. All right, hold on. Plus MJ's pointing to Jermaine. Yeah, even Jermaine. Yeah. Shout out to all my family, brothers, sisters. Even Jermaine. Yo. Oh my God. That was like, gave me life. Lagging like a mug. I don't know what's this, like, my Wi-Fi internet just temperamental today. Hot damn, it never been this bad. Ever. And Michael loved everybody. Michael loved everybody. Come on, man. So y'all can hear me, but my visuals messed up. Okay. So y'all can hear me, but my visuals messed up. I think so. Okay. You want to give it a little second. So I want to shout out What About Baby Boy. See now. I think y'all can hear me still. Okay. So I want to shout out What About Baby Boy. I put a post. You want to give it a little second. How damn. I put a post on my. We got it right now. Don't worry about it. I put a post on my community page to where I basically told y'all I was going live last night and wanted to know if there's anything you wanted me to go over. And What About Baby Boy did submit in a post. And because he did go 8-0, every song he picked in the verses won. So it's only right for us to go over his listing of Michael Jackson albums. So we're going to do that right now. And then we're going to go to the rest of Michael Jackson's Moonwalk. So hopefully everybody. Yeah, so the audio is fine. I could deal with the visual, my visuals not being good. As long as the audio is good, that's all I care about. I don't care if y'all can see me for real. So, get down, get down, get down. Basically, Michael trolling the hell out of us right now. Get down, get down, get down. Everybody, get down on the floor. Hope y'all can read that. All right, so my friend, What About Baby Boy? This is his ranking of Michael Jackson albums. At 6, we got Invincible. 5, we have Off the Wall. 4, we have Thriller. My friend, we're gonna have to explain that one. 3, we got Bad. 2, we got Dangerous. 1, we got History. Again, this is not my list. This is What About Baby Boy? I'm throwing you under the rug. Yes. So, again, shout out to What About Baby Boy? Again, he put this on the community page in the comment section. So, number 6 is Invincible. As you said, it's a great album. There are many great songs I love, and MJ's vocal performances wise. Michael Jackson's vocal performances wise, this is one of the best albums. Tracks like Speechless, Break of Dawn, Butterflies, and Heaven Can Wait are pure gems. But the truth is, MJ's discography is just too insane, and something has to fall to the bottom. Invincible didn't shift the culture the way his earlier work did. That's the only reason why it lands here. I agree. Everything you just said. I think I had Invincible at the bottom too, and that shows you how great the rest of his catalog is. And also, I think a lot of it also had to do with Sony, and Sony was really trying to play with Michael by I think this particular point too. Invincible is your number one, Elise? Really? Really, Riri? Really? All right. All right. I want to know. I want that explanation. Invincible being number one. Like, I want to know that one. Because if you can explain it, then I can go with you. Off the Wall, number 5. I know. Most people put it at number 1 or 2, and understandably so. The album is foundational. It refined what a solo black artist could do and launched MJ into superstardom. It is a pride of black music history, but despite its legacy and importance, I put it here because MJ's later work expanded far beyond what this album introduced. The range, depth, genre fusion in albums like Dangerous, History just go further artistically, in my opinion. Use respect for this masterpiece. Bro, are you a writer? Like, do you do blogs, bro? Like, this is so concise. Like, you wrote like, this was an essay, hot damn. Damn. Throwing an egg for Off the Wall being at 5. That's kind of crazy. I think I have Off the Wall at 3. Yeah, because I think I have mine. I have Off the Wall at 3 for me. Yeah, 5 is kind of diabolical. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of crazy. Like, that's crazy. Okay, so number 4 being Thriller, bro. Like, can y'all see that? Hold on. Hold on. I want to make sure y'all see this. Number 4 being Thriller, bro. I don't even know if I want to read this, bro. All right, here we go. Number 4, this one will trigger many people, including me. Yep. And I get it. Thriller is a cultural nuclear bomb. It shattered every record, broke down racial barriers, opened the doors for many black artists, and changed the game forever. But here's my point. If we strip away the historical stats and cultural impact and just judge it purely as an album, it plays it a bit safe sonically. It's clean, it's sharp, it's precise, almost surgically clean, but it doesn't have the emotional complexity or artistic risk that MJ tapped into later. MJ mastered perfection here, but he hadn't yet bared his soul. Still the GOAT. Can I agree with it's too... So basically the argument is it's too perfect. It's not emotional enough. I can't agree with that. Because I think of Want to Be Started Something, Beat It, Human Nature. I think I understand. Maybe no, I don't know if I agree with that. Like I hear what you're saying. Because they definitely once you get to like Dangerous and History, it feels like it's purely him. It's not overly produced, I guess is what you're saying. But I can't agree with that though. But I understand what you're saying though. Like if I wanted to make that argument with you, I could, but I can't. It's like it's a movie. Like Thriller is a movie. Like it's and because of everything surrounding it, I cannot put it at 4 because of what it did. I can't do that. But I hear you though. I hear you. So Bad at number 3. Intriguing. Let's see. Hold on. Say what you want, but Bad clears Thriller for me. Oh wow, you just out the gate with it. This is where MJ snapped. He went into a studio like a man on a mission, pushing boundaries, switching up styles, reinventing himself, all while trying to outdo the biggest album of all time. Not just to top Thriller, but to push himself to the edge of his artistry. It didn't beat Thriller in sales the way MJ wanted, but creatively it crushed it. Every track hits different, broke new ground in sound, style, songwriting, and storytelling. It was bad. Oh, I see what you did there. Now, you might have an argument there. Like, you might have an argument there in regards to Bad. Like, every song damn near is its own. But you can also say, low-key say that about Thriller. But Smooth Criminal, The Way You Make Me Feel, Bad. Like, you could make that argument that every song has its own identity. yet it's still cohesive. And I do think creatively, he might have gotten better creatively on Bad as a writer. Because I don't think he started really writing till Bad. So I can rock with that. I can rock with you on that one. Pause. That was kind of crazy. Dangerous number 2. Let's see. And then after this, we're gonna do the rest of Michael Jackson's audiobook. But now he got me curious. Now, like I'm Dangerous number 2. I know this one might have caught you off guard, but hear me out. You Sasha will love you. That's my homie. Dangerous is where MJ fully unleashed himself. No Quincy, no boundaries. This was the best. This is the first album he executive produced entirely on his own, hands down, hands on from top to bottom, from writing to arranging to handpicking every collaborator. He experimented like never before sonically. This is the boldest work, merging R&B, hip-hop, rock, new jack swing, and funk with zero hesitation. The beats hit harder. The sound is edgier than anything he'd done before. But what truly sets Dangerous apart is the messages. MJ had touched on social issues before, but here he goes all in: racism, poverty, media manipulation, multiculturalism, and etc. The production was ahead of its time, layered, complex, rich in texture. Dangerous, seriously, if you're not a writer, you need to start writing, my friend. Dangerous shows an artist in total control of his craft and identity, raw, edgy, fearless. You can clearly see that he was evolving with time, moving from the 80s sound and trying something new, and still the king, not just of pop, but of reinvention himself in the Dangerous album. So this one, I can't really debate at all. Even though my visuals might be lagging right now. Yeah. So I can't debate anything you just said. Like I agree with everything you just said on that. I think I have Dangerous at number 4 for me. Is that right? No, I think I have Dangerous. I'm trying to think what my ranking is. I think it's Thriller, History, Bad. No, I think it's Thriller. It's History. It don't matter. It's like at the top, bottom 2. But anyway, but I get your reasoning though. Like I actually agree with a lot of what you said. Especially him having more control of the sound, mixing the different genres together. It'd be an R&B, hip hop, new jazz swing. He's like changes with the times, yet adapts to the time. Like everything you just said, like I agree with everything you just, like I have no issue with anybody having this number 2 or even possibly number 1. My only criticism with Dangerous is I feel like Dangerous. There's just a few songs on there where I'm like, do we really need to do that? Like I love Can't Let Her Get Away, but She Drives Me Wild. I'm like, did we really need to put that on there? It just Dangerous has just a few songs. I'm like, nah. So, but even with that being said, let's go to why History's number 1. Now, you ain't gonna get no debate out of me. I don't care what you said in here. I'm not debating if anybody has History number 1. But let's see. This is MJ's most personal album, raw, unfiltered album. I agree. You hear his pain, anger, resilience, love, genius in every track. Stranger in Moscow, They Don't Care About Us, Earth Song, Childhood. These aren't just songs. These are testimonies. You are preaching right now, bruh. History is Michael's bearing his soul, standing up to the media, speaking his truth, still delivering music that sonically is powerful and timeless. For me, History is the greatest album MJ ever made in terms of lyrical depth, creativity, emotional weight, storytelling. From an explosive opener scream to the bittersweet smile, it's a masterclass. He wrote some of the best songs of his career here. They Don't Care About Us, Earth Song, Stranger in Moscow, Tabloid Junkie, Money, Scream. These aren't just lyrics. They're reflective of life, injustice, and emotion. Now, come to the point you made. You said that you didn't like how MJ was being mean and aggressive. I did say that. I definitely did. I did say that. I felt, I'm gonna let you get your bars off first before mean and aggressive in the whole album. At this point, he wasn't trying to make pop hits. The man had been destroyed emotionally, mentally for the first time in a 30-year career. He cussed in his music. He definitely did. That alone says something. Imagine the pain he was carrying when the whole system tried to ruin his life. When you're going through that kind of darkness, you can't sing feel good, lovey dovey songs. You let it all out. The anger, the pain, the heartbreak, the fire, the frustration. That's exactly what he did. Some might not like the aggression, but you can blame. But can you blame him? He's held all the pain inside for decades, and after 1993, it finally erupted. History captured that eruption and transformed it into art. He wasn't just singing; he was surviving. History isn't just an album; it's a statement, a masterpiece born from pain. I don't know why I'm performing it right now. I don't know why. So yeah, while Off the Wall, Thriller made MJ a global legend, Dangerous and History where you truly meet the man, not just the king of pop, but the visionary, the warrior, the human being behind the glove. These albums are deeper, braver, more layered. It's about growth, message, artistry, not just legacy or sales. I hope you read this long graphic comment. I really doubt it. No, I read it. Here we go. So, bravo, bruh. That was again, if you're not doing a blog, if you don't have your own channel, you got to. Like today. Like, cause that was beautiful how you were able to describe each album. And again, my only criticism of History is I felt like it got to a point, at least for just me, to where like, okay, Mike, I get your frustration, I get you being angry, but it's like, bro, I still want to hear some a little bit more lightness, like not lightness, but at the end of the day, in your heart, I know Michael, who he is as a person, and him being frustrated and him being angry is definitely a human trait that all of us go through. But it got to a point somewhere in the album where I'm like, okay, Mike, I get it. I understand. Like, they try to literally take everything from you, but I still think we can do a little bit more upbeat songs, a little bit more soulful songs that aren't as aggressive, not mean. I misspoke when I said mean, but not as aggressive. Like, when you really think about it, outside of You Are Not Alone and History, every other song, I just feel like every other song is Come Together, and you have Childhood. So I just feel like Smile. Okay, so you know what? So I don't know. I was just looking for a little bit more of a balance, just a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely get it. You're Not Alone is for you. No, it's not for me. Like I don't. But Stranger in Moscow was subtle. Yeah. He was aggressive and vulnerable at the same time, I think, in many songs. I agree. That's why I have History number 2 for me of his greatest albums of all time. Actually, honestly, if I think you just put off, I know people love this song. Honestly, I think if you just put off Little Susie off this album, to me, it's a perfect album, really. Even with my criticisms, for me, I think if you just put off Little Susie, the album is 10 out of 10. Just that Little Susie joint, I just can't get with it. Like, I tried, but I can't get with that song. Even History, I feel like he could have did something a little bit different with that song. So, but yeah, that's my only real criticism. Everything else I'm fine with, but yeah. So, now with that out the way, again, shout out to What About Baby Boy. Again, If you have any comments, if you have anything you want me to go over, any topics, comment in the community tab. I will highlight it. So that reading was dope as hell. By the way, shout out to one of my favorite channels. Let me highlight this real quick. Shout out to one of my favorite channels, Hannah Savage, real quick. She has a new video that just came out today, where she goes over the dark side of Michael Jackson's "This Is It" and goes over a lot of Michael's songs. So shout out to her. She been in hiding for a minute. I'm like, where you been? So shout out to her. For those that don't know, I'm putting you on right now. She's definitely dope. She does like 3 hour, like, let's see, last joint she did a 3 hour joint here, 3 hour joint there. Like, bro, her breaking down "This Is It," the hypocrisy of Michael. She's really one of the ones. So had to shout her out real quick. Yeah, see, at least know what I'm talking about. I hate little Susie. Nice message, but it scared the hell out of me as a child. It scares me now. That song scares me now, bruh. Real talk. Like, but I get it. Like, you have many ballads and love hits and off the wall Thriller bad, but history comes from a man who suffered deeply in his pure heart. Like, you ain't getting no debate from me. I just, literally, if you just take off little Susie, I think I'm fine. It's the little Susie that throws me off. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. But yeah. So let's go here. We already did chapter 1 and chapter 2 of Michael's audiobook Moonwalk. Shout out to the person that basically redid Michael's voice with AI. We left off with him talking about the variety show, which, by the way, I've kind of been lackadaisical. Like, I kind of forgot all about the variety show. It kind of like left my brain. I will eventually finish the variety show, and I promise you, by the end of the week, I made a promise of the promise of the promise of the promise of the promise that by this time next week, by next Saturday, I will have all the MJ variety show episodes done, and I will figure out a way to get it to y'all. How I'm going to do that, I don't know yet, but I'm going to figure it out. And when I do, I'm going to tell y'all, but you're going to have to keep it on the hush because you never know who's watching, and I don't want people striking my channel now again. But, yeah. Like, just to start the doo-doo, 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 like, oh yeah, AI is getting scary. Like, AI, like, yo, people keep playing around. AI is eventually going to do a Jarvis from Avengers just take over. Y'all keep playing if you want to. But we left off you can watch my previous lives where we delve into the Moonwalk. Be on chapter 3, Dancing Machine. He just got done talking about the variety show and how much he hated it because MJ says he feels like it's too cartoony. It's too jokey. Like, he can't be taken serious doing a variety show. But here we go.
After our TV show, I can remember doing theaters in the round where the stage didn't revolve because if they had turned it, we would have been singing to some empty seats. I learned something from that experience, and I was the one who refused to renew our contract with the network for another season.
Oh, wow.
I just told my father and brothers that I thought it was a big mistake, and they understood my point of view. I had actually had a lot of misgivings about the show before we started taping it, but I ended up agreeing to give it a try because everyone thought it would be a great experience and very good for us. The problem with TV is that everything must be crammed into a little space of time. You don't have time to perfect anything. Tight schedules rule your life. If you're not happy with something, you just forget it and move on to the next routine. I'm a perfectionist by nature. I like things to be the best they can be. I want people to hear or watch something I've done and feel that I've given it everything I've got. I feel I owe an audience that courtesy. On the show, our sets were sloppy. The lighting was often poor and our choreography was rushed. Somehow, the show was a big hit. There was a popular show on opposite us and we beat them out in the Nielsen's. CBS really wanted to keep us, but I knew that show was a mistake. As it turned out,
So because I'm trying to think, like, why did Michael not like that show? Like, to me, it was very entertaining. You got to see another side of the Jacksons and the sisters do some of their songs, and they got to like remix it and do a new version of it, which I thought was really cool. None of the performances were bad at all. All of them were good. So I'm like, man, why did Michael not like it? But then when I'm thinking of, well, there are a lot of episodes where it doesn't feel polished. It doesn't feel all the way completed. And knowing Michael, the way he said he's a perfectionist, it's like, that makes sense. Like Michael, I think how Michael had his way, he might have did 3 episodes and them all be the way he truly envisioned it and wanted it to be. But to do like 12, 15 episodes, and it's like, it just, I can see why Michael would hate doing a variety show, especially again because it's TV, you're rushed, you don't have the ability to really, like an album, like he treats it like an album. Like, I want to be able to thoroughly go over each scene, each situation, and it's like, I can't do that because we got to rush to the next episode or to the next scene, and now it's like, what are we really doing? So I get what Michael's saying. Meanwhile, my whole chat is still arguing over Little Susie, by the way. Shout out to y'all. Even Little Susie, we cannot expect it to be upbeat and vibey because it's about a child's death. Yep, true. It was supposed to be uncomfortable because the backstory was not a love story. No, I get it. Little Sushi is crazy, by the way. Little Sushi? Nah. All right, let me shut up.
it did hurt our record sales and it took us a while to recover from the damage.
It
When
did?
you know something's wrong for you, you have to make difficult decisions and trust your instincts.
But why would it hurt his record sales? I would think it would have boosted his record sales, no? Like, seeing them be more funny and joke around, like, why would that hurt them? I'm confused by that. That doesn't make sense to me.
I rarely did TV after that. The Motown 25 special is the only show that comes to mind. Barry asked me to be on that show, and I kept trying to say no, but he finally talked me into it. I told him I wanted to do Billie Jean, even though it would be the only non-Motown song on the show, and he readily agreed. Billie Jean was #1 at the time. My brothers and I really rehearsed for the show. I choreographed our routines, so I was pretty wrapped up in those numbers, but I had a good notion of what I wanted to do with Billie Jean. I had a sense that the routine had worked itself out in my mind while I was busy with other things. I asked someone to rent or buy me a black fedora, a spy hat, and the day of the show I began putting the routine together. I'll never forget that night because when I opened my eyes at the end, people were on their feet applauding. I was overwhelmed by the reaction. It felt so good. Our only break during the Motown to Epic switch was the TV show. While that was all going on, we heard that Epic had Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff working on demos for us. We were told we'd be recording in Philadelphia after our shows were all done.
Shout out to Philly.
If there was anyone who stood to gain the most from switching labels, it was Randy, who was now part of the Five. But now that he finally was one of us, we were no longer known as the Jackson Five. Motown said that the group's name was the
I mean, technically, you're still with the Jackson 5. But, yeah.
company's registered trademark, and that we couldn't use it when we left. That was hardball, of course, so we called ourselves the Jacksons from that time on. Dad had met with the Philly guys while negotiations were going on with Epic. We'd always had great respect for the records that Gamble and Huff had overseen, records like Backstabbers by the OJs, If You Don't Know Me By Now, by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, featuring Teddy Pendergrass,
Shout out to
and
Teddy.
When Will I See You Again by the 3 Degrees, along with many other hits. They told Dad they'd been watching us, and they said they wouldn't mess with our singing. Dad mentioned that we were hoping to have a song or two of our own included in the new album, and they promised to give them a fair hearing. We'd gotten to talk with Kenny and Leon and their team of people, which included Leon McFadden and John Whitehead. They showed what they could do for themselves when they made Ain't No Stoppin' Us Now in 1979. Dexter Wansel was also a part of this team. Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff are such pros, I actually got a chance to watch them create as they presented songs to us, and that helped my songwriting a lot. Just watching Huff play the piano while Gamble sang taught me more about the anatomy of a song than anything else. Kenny Gamble is a master melody man. He made me pay closer attention to the melody because of watching him create. And I would watch too. I'd sit there like a hawk, observing every decision, listening to every note. They'd come to us in our hotel and play a whole album's worth of music for us. That's the way we'd be introduced to the songs they had chosen for our album aside from the 2 songs we were writing ourselves. It was an amazing thing to be present for. We had cut some demos of our songs at home during our breaks from shooting, but we decided to wait on those. We felt there was no sense putting a gun to anyone's head. We knew that Philly had a lot to offer us, so we'd save our surprise for them later. Our 2 songs, Blues Away and Style of Life, were 2 hard secrets to keep at the time because we were so proud of them. Style of Life was a jam that Tito directed, and it was in keeping with the nightclub groove that Dancing Machine got us into, but we kept it a little leaner and meaner than Motown would have cut it. Blues Away was one of my first songs, and though I don't sing it anymore, I'm not embarrassed to hear it. I couldn't have gone on in this business if I had ended up hating my own records after all that work. It's a light song about overcoming a deep depression. I was going for the Jackie Wilson Lonely Teardrops way of laughing on the outside to stop the churning inside. When we saw the cover art for the Jacksons album, the first we cut for Epic, we were surprised to see that we all looked alike. Even Tito looked skinny. I had my crown afro then, so I didn't stick out so much, I guess. Still, once we performed our new songs like Enjoy Yourself and Show You the Way to Go, people knew I was still second from the left, right out front. Randy took Tito's old spot on my far right, and Tito moved into the old place Jermaine had. It took a long time for me to feel comfortable with that, as I've mentioned, though it was through no fault of Tito's.
Tito's.
Those 2 singles were fun records. Enjoy Yourself was great for dancing. It had rhythm guitar and horns that I really liked. It was also a #1 record. For my taste, I leaned a little more toward Show You the Way to Go because it showed what good regard the Epic people had for our singing. We were all over that record, and it was the best one we did. I loved the hi-hat and strings fluttering alongside us like birds' wings.
I agree.
I'm surprised that song in particular wasn't a bigger hit. Though we couldn't spell it out, we kind of hinted about our situation in a song called
I'm shocked too. Like, Show You the Way to Go. Like, it's a perfect song to where it's not too upbeat, it's not too slow. It's like right in the middle. Like, it's a mid tempo, great harmonization, great instrumentation. Michael's not like over singing. Like, I don't know how that song didn't go more. Like, that's crazy to me. Get together, be as one. Like, what? Let me show you the way to go. What?
Living Together, which Kenny and
Follow
Leon
me.
chose with us in mind. If we're going to stick together, we've got to be a family. Have yourself a real good time, but don't you know it's getting late? The strings pointed and thrust like they did in Backstabbers, but that was a Jackson's message, even if it wasn't in the Jackson style yet. Gamble and Huff had written enough songs for another album, but we knew from experience that while they were doing what they did best, we were losing some of our identity. We were honored to be a part of the Philly family, but that wasn't enough for us. We were determined to do all of the things we had wanted to do for so many years. That's why we had to go back into our Encino studio and work together again as a family. Going Places, our second album for Epic, was different from our first. There were more songs with messages and not as many dance songs. We knew that the message to promote peace and let music take over was a good one, but again, it was more like the old OJ's Love Train and not really our style. Still, maybe it wasn't a bad thing that there was no big pop hit on Going Places because it made Different Kind of Lady an obvious choice for club play. It was positioned in the middle of side 1, so there were 2 Gamble and Huff songs sandwiching it, and our song stood out like a ball of fire. That was a real band cooking, with the Philly horns giving it one exclamation point after another, just as we'd hoped. That's the feel we were trying for when we were making demos with our old friend Bobby Taylor before going to Epic. Kenny and Leon put the finishing touches on it, the icing, but on this one, we'd baked the cake ourselves. After Going Places was in the stores, Dad asked me to accompany him to a meeting with Ron Alexenberg. Ron signed us for CBS, and he really believed in us. We wanted to convince him that we were ready now to take charge of our own music. We felt that CBS had evidence of what we could do on our own, so we stated our case, explaining that we'd originally wanted Bobby Taylor to work with us. Bobby had stuck with us through all those years, and we had thought he'd be a fine producer for us. Epic wanted Gamble and Huff because they had the track record, but maybe they were the wrong jockeys or we were the wrong horses for them because we were letting them down in the sales department through no fault of our own. We had a strong work ethic that backed up everything we did. Mr. Alexenberg.
Yeah, I think those first albums, outside of the Jacksons album, it's like it doesn't feel like the other albums. It doesn't feel like the Jacksons. It's hard to explain. I feel like they didn't really have their identity outside of the Jacksons album until you get to Destiny. Like Going Places is cool. I think there's a few other albums that are cool, but it doesn't feel like they have their identity yet. It said Going Places, Well Places, Heartbreak Hotels, I guess. Heartbreak Hotel. Like, I find it to be interesting. Like, Different Kind of Lady, I'm also shocked did not go up. Different Kind of Lady almost feels like it would have been better. I think Different Kind of Lady probably works better for like a OJ's or Teddy Pendergrass and Melvin the Blue Notes. I think it was a little bit, I don't know. It might have been a little bit too mature for them at that time. Just a little bit. Like, especially Michael, I think it was kind of difficult. I think it was a little bit difficult for him to navigate that song to where he didn't really feel free on that song. Like, if you listen to the album, Michael's not really riffing or really going crazy like that. I don't know. Like, like, I love that song though. Like the do 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 do, almost like Stevie Wonder a little bit.
Was certainly used to dealing with performers, although I'm sure that among his business friends he could be just as cutting about musicians as we musicians could be when we were swapping our own stories among ourselves. But Dad and I were on the same wavelength when it came to the business side of music. People who make music and people who sell records are not natural enemies. I care as much about what I do as a classical musician, and I want what I do to reach the widest possible audience. The record people care about their artists, and they want to reach the widest market. As we sat in the CBS boardroom eating a nicely catered lunch, we told Mr. Alexenberg that Epic had done its best, and it wasn't good enough. We felt we could do better, that our reputation was worth putting on the line. When we left that skyscraper known as Black Rock, Dad and I didn't say much to each other. The ride back to the hotel was a silent one, with each of us thinking our own thoughts. There wasn't much to add to what we had already said. Our whole lives had been leading to that single important confrontation, however civilized and above board it was. Maybe Ron Alexenberg has had reason to smile over the years when he remembers that day. When that meeting took place at CBS headquarters in New York, I was only 19 years old. I was carrying a heavy burden for 19. My family was relying on me more and more as far as business and creative decisions were concerned, and I was so worried about trying to do the right thing for them, but I also had an opportunity to do something I'd wanted to do all my life, act in a film. Ironically, the old Motown connection was paying a late dividend. Motown had bought the rights to film the Broadway show known as The Wiz, even as we were leaving the company. The Wiz was an updated, black-oriented version of the great movie The Wizard of Oz, which I had always loved. I remember that when I was a kid, The Wizard of Oz was shown on television once a year and always on a Sunday night. Kids today can't imagine what a big event that was for all of us because they've grown up with video cassettes and the expanded viewing that cable provides. I had seen the Broadway show too, which was certainly no letdown. I swear I saw it 6 or 7 times. I later became very friendly with the star of the show, Stephanie Mills, the Broadway Dorothy. I told
We know. I love you too.
her then, and I've always believed since, that it was a tragedy that her performance in the play could not have been preserved on film. I cried time after time. As much as I liked the Broadway stage,
Low key, I love Miss Diana. No matter what what was that? If this live is still on, that's crazy. This live was still on the whole time? Hold on. Is this live still on? How is that possible? Yo, I had to like restart my modem and everything. Bro, I got sent to the gulag, bro. Like, what the hell? Hold on. Bro, how did this live stay up the whole time? That's crazy. Yo. Yeah, I had to like restart my modem and everything. Like, it said I lost the internet. How did the live still up? Yo, that was crazy. Nah, we saw a colorful screen with a circle loading. Oh, okay. Yo, that's crazy. To the gulags. Yo, that was wild. All right. So let's get back to business. Yo, that's crazy. Let's get back to business. That was crazy.
I think I'd want to play on it myself. When you give a performance, whether on record or on film,
The fact, no, hold on. The fact that y'all stayed here the whole time, like y'all loyal for real. Like all y'all saw was a screen, a colorful screen with a circle. You're like, no, we staying, we ain't leaving. Yo, y'all loyal for real. Shout out to y'all, man. Yo, that's crazy. Michael, stop trolling us for real, man. Come on, man.
and try to improve. You can't do that in an untaped or unrecorded performance. It makes me sad to think of all the great actors who have played roles we would give anything to see, but they're lost to us because they couldn't be, or simply weren't, recorded. If I had been tempted to go on stage, it would probably have been to work with Stephanie, although her performances were so moving that I might have cried right there in front of the audience. Motown bought The Wiz for one reason, and as far as I was concerned, it was the best reason possible: Diana Ross. Diana was close to Berry Gordy and had her loyalties to him and to Motown, but she did not forget us just because our records now had a different label on them. We had been in touch throughout the changes, and she had even met up with us in Las Vegas, where she gave us tips during our run there. Diana was going to play Dorothy, and since it was the only part that was definitely cast, she encouraged me to audition. She also assured me that Motown would not keep me from getting a part just to spite me or my family. She would make sure of that if she had to, but she didn't think she'd have to.
No, that's really funny though. Like I just imagine that was a good. Well, how long was that? That was a good like 5 minutes, right? Like I could just imagine y'all just chilling. Like, all right, well, and the live's still up, so I guess we just gonna thug it out. Nah, that's funny. I can't get over that. I don't know how I was able to come back to the live. I guess because I never hit end the stream. I guess it was just able to stay up. Wow, I didn't know that. That is crazy. I got sent to the freaking Phantom Zone. Goddamn, Superman. What's it called? It's called the Phantom Realm, I think. Yeah, I gotta watch that new Superman. Yeah, we back. And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Shout out to Chance the Rapper. We got a new album out, by the way. I haven't listened to it yet. But we back. Yeah. No, you know what? I'm curious. This is crazy. Man, what is going on, man? This is blowing my mind. My neighbor's supposed to be trying to steal my cable or something, cable, my internet or something. Yo. Like, what is happening? If this happens one more time, we're gonna have to call it a day, bruh. Stop it, Michael. Like, chill. Your neighbors are playing techno. Lord help you. We put that. That sound like right now. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I am feeling away right now, yo. Like, what is going on? Can y'all still? All right. Y'all. I hate techno. Yeah, facts. That's a 100. Y'all can hear me though. Like I'm good. Like, am I here right now? Y'all can see me. Y'all can hear me. I think I can still see me. I'm here. What I missed? Color screen. Why? Am I still here? Hold on. I think I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm back. Oh yeah, I'm back. Am I still here? Okay. I think okay, we're back. Oh my gosh. This is a 3-strike rule. If I go missing one more time, just know I tried. I tried, dog. Oh man. I don't know what's going on. All right. We're gonna try this one more time. Okay, let's try to just get through the ending of chapter 3. Let's try to get through that. I don't think we only got like a minute or so left. Actually, no, we got like 10 minutes left. Let's try to get through the next 10 minutes. I think we're just gonna get through the next 10 minutes and call it a day. Because, oh my god, how long is this live? How long has it been? We started like 10, so it's like 2.5 hours. Okay. All right, let's try this one more time, y'all. Lift me up in prayer, y'all, because this is crazy. Here we go. Susie got your number. Susie definitely is not my friend. The only Susie I like is from Rugrats. That's the only Susie I like. All right. Here we go. Fingers crossed. One more time.
He didn't. It was Barry Gordy who said he hoped I'd audition for The Wiz. I was very fortunate he felt that way because I was bitten by the acting bug during that experience. I said to myself, this is what I'm interested in doing when I have a chance. This is it. When you make a film, you're capturing something elusive and you're stopping time. The people, their performances, the story become a thing that can be shared by people all over the world for generations and generations. Imagine never having seen Captains Courageous or To Kill a Mockingbird. Making movies is exciting work. It's such a team effort, and it's also a lot of fun. Someday soon, I plan to devote a lot of my time to making films. I auditioned for the part of the Scarecrow because I thought his character best fit my style. I was too bouncy for the Tin Man and too light for the Lion, so I had a definite goal, and I tried to put a lot of thought into my reading and dancing for the part. When I got the call back from the director, Sidney Lumet, I felt so proud, but also a little scared. The process of making a film was new to me, and I was going to have to let go of my responsibilities to my family and my music for months. I had visited New York, where we were shooting, to get the feel for Harlem that The Wiz's story called for, but I had never lived there. I was surprised by how quickly I got used to the lifestyle. I enjoyed meeting a whole group of people I'd always heard about on the other coast, but had never laid eyes on. Making The Wiz was an education for me on so many levels. As a recording artist, I already felt like an old pro, but the film world was completely new to me. I watched as closely as I could and learned a lot. During this period in my life, I was searching both consciously and unconsciously. I was feeling some stress and anxiety about what I wanted to do with my life now that I was an adult. I was analyzing my options and preparing to make decisions that could have a lot of repercussions. Being on the set of The Wiz was like being in a big school. My complexion was still a mess during the filming of the movie, so I found myself really enjoying the makeup. It was an amazing makeup job. Mine took 5 hours to do, 6 days a week. We didn't shoot on Sundays. We finally got it down to 4 hours flat after doing it long enough. The other people
It took y'all 5 hours to do that, and then 3 minutes to find out Reese's Pieces cup freaking thing they put on Michael's nose. I still can't get over that, bro. Like, what was that, bro? But nah, they did a good job with that, though.
who were being made up were amazed that I didn't mind sitting there having this done for such long periods of time. They hated it, but I enjoyed having the stuff put on my face. When I was transformed into the Scarecrow, it was the most wonderful thing in the world. I got to be somebody else and escape through my character. Kids would come visit the set, and I'd have such fun playing with them and responding to them as the Scarecrow. I'd always pictured myself doing something very elegant in the movies, but it was my experience with the makeup and costume and prop people in New York that made me realize another aspect of how wonderful filmmaking could be. I had always loved the Charlie Chaplin movies, and no one ever saw him doing anything overtly elegant in the silent movie days. I wanted something of the quality of his characters in my Scarecrow. I loved everything about the costume, from the coil legs to the tomato nose to the fright wig. I even kept the orange and white sweater that came with it and used it in a picture session years later. The film had marvelous, very complicated dance numbers, and learning them was no problem. But that in itself became an unexpected problem with my co-stars. Ever since I was a very little boy, I've been able to watch somebody do a dance step and then immediately know how to do it. Another person might have to be taken through the movement step by step and told to count and put this leg here and the hip to the right. When your hip goes to the left, put your neck over there, that sort of thing. But if I see it, I can do it. When we were doing The Wiz, I was being instructed in the choreography, along with my co-stars, the Tin Man, the Lion, and Diana Ross, and they were getting mad at me. I couldn't figure out what was wrong until Diana took me aside and told me that I was embarrassing her. I just stared at her. Embarrassing Diana Ross? Me? She said she knew I wasn't aware of it, but I was learning the dances much too quickly. It was embarrassing for her and the others who just couldn't learn steps as soon as they saw the
Girl, hold
choreography.
on. No. My stream might get shut down again. What you mean I'm embarrassing you? I am Michael Joseph Jackson. I'm one of the greatest entertainers at age, 78? So at age 20 or 19, I'm one of the best entertainers in the world. I'm embarrassing you, bruh? You? Are you kidding me right now? Have you not seen me? I've been on stage since age 5. What do you expect me to do? Embarrassing you? Diana. See, I'm trying to play nice. I let Jermaine go this stream. I'm trying to be nice. Come on, Diana. Do it, Diana. Diana, come on. Come on now. Diana Ross. Diana Ross. Come on, Diana. Another loser. Oh my gosh.
Do them. She said he'd show us something and I'd just go out there and do it. When he asked the others to do it, it took them longer to learn. We laughed about it, but I tried to make the ease with which I learned my steps less obvious. I also learned that there could be a slightly vicious side to the business of making a movie. Often when I was in front of the camera trying to do a serious scene, one of the other characters would start making faces at me, trying to crack me up. I had always been drilled in serious professionalism and preparedness, and therefore I thought it was a pretty mean thing to do. This actor would know that I had important lines to say that day, yet he would make these really crazy faces to distract me. I felt it was more than inconsiderate and unfair. Much later, Marlon Brando would tell me that people used to do that to him all the time. The problems on the set were really
Okay, so let's try to bring this. Okay, let's try to figure this out, y'all. Who do you think it was? Because there's only other three. It can only be three people that this could have been. I I don't think it would be Diana because like what would be the I don't think Diana would do that because I'm like for what like. But then again, that does sound like something Diana might do though. Yeah, he was very mad at this. Yeah. That's what I keep thinking. I keep thinking it's Nipsey. Because Nipsey is a natural comedian. I want to say it was Nipsey. Because the other actor that played the Scarecrow, I think, is an esteemed actor. And so I think it had to be Nipsey, right? I don't see Ted Ross played the no. Yeah, Ted Ross played the lion. And I don't see him doing that. Like it had to be Nipsey, y'all. I'm calling it right now. I think if it was Diana, he would have been more gentle with it because he knows Diana, and he would have been like, "Oh, Diana was trying to make fun." Da, 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 da. Like the fact that he didn't say Diana, I don't think it's Diana. So it's either the lion or the Tin Man, and I'm going with Nipsey. I'm calling it right now. I think it was Nipsey, yo. Yeah, I feel it's Nipsey, bro. I'm calling it.
few and far between, and it was great working with Diana so closely. She's such a beautiful, talented woman.
Bet she
Doing
is.
this movie together was very special for me. I love her very much. I have always loved her very much. The whole whiz period was a time of stress and anxiety, even though I was enjoying myself. I remember July 4th of that year very well because I was on the beach at my brother Jermaine's house, about half a block away along the waterfront. I was messing around in the surf, and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. No air, nothing. I asked myself, what's wrong? I tried not to panic, but I ran back to the house to find Germaine, who took me to the hospital. It was wild. A blood vessel had burst in my lung.
Oh my
It
God.
had never reoccurred, although I used to feel little pinches and jerks in there that were probably my imagination. I later learned that this condition was related to pleurisy. It was suggested by my doctor that I try to take things a little slower, but my schedule would not permit it. Hard work continued to be the name of the game. As much as I liked the old Wizard of Oz, this new script, which differed from the Broadway production in scope rather than spirit, asked more questions than the original movie and answered them too.
So we really just gonna bypass that you had a blood vessel pop in your lung, bro? Like we're just gonna bypass that? So is that different from? 'Cause I thought he was gonna talk about a story to where he's almost drowned and Jermaine had to save him. Is that not the same story? But that's crazy. Like Michael could have been out of here. Wow, I did not know that. Yo, like Michael had a lot of near death experiences: the drowning, the blood vessel, the fire. Bro, man, God was looking over Michael for a long time, dog. Yeesh.
The atmosphere of the old movie was that of a Magic Kingdom sort of fairy tale. Our movie, on the other
Okay.
hand, had sets based on realities that kids could identify with, like schoolyards, subway stations, and the real neighborhood that our Dorothy came from. I still enjoy seeing The Wiz and reliving the experience. I am especially fond of the scene where Diana asks, "What am I afraid of? Don't know what I'm made of." Because I've felt that way many times, even during the good moments of my life. She sings about overcoming fear and walking straight and tall. She knows, and the audience knows, that no threat of danger can hold her back. My character had plenty to say and to learn. I was propped up on my pole with a bunch of crows laughing at me while I sang "You Can't Win." The song was about humiliation and helplessness, something that so many people have felt at one time or another, and the feeling that there are people out there who don't actively hold you back as much as they work quietly on your insecurities so that you hold yourself back. The script was clever and showed me pulling bits of information and quotations out of my straw while not really knowing how to use them. My straw contained all the answers, but I didn't know the questions. The great difference between the two wizard movies was that all the answers are given to Dorothy by the Good Witch and by her friends in Oz in the original, while in our version Dorothy comes to her own conclusions. Her loyalty to her three friends and her courage in fighting Elvina in that amazing sweatshop scene make Dorothy a memorable character. Diana's singing and dancing and acting have stayed with me ever since. She was a perfect Dorothy. After the evil witch had been defeated, the sheer joy of our dancing took over. To dance with Diana in that movie was like an abridged version of my own story. My knock-kneed walk and Bigfoot spin were me in my early days. Our tabletop dance in the sweatshop scene was where we were right then. Everything was onward and upward. When I told my brothers and father I had gotten this part, they thought it might be too much for me, but the opposite was true. The whiz gave me new inspiration and strength. The question became what to do with those things. How could I best harness them? As I was asking myself what I wanted to do next, another man and I were traveling parallel paths that would converge on the set of The Wiz. We were in Brooklyn rehearsing one day, and we were reading our parts out loud to one another. I had thought that learning lines would be the most difficult thing I'd ever do, but I was pleasantly surprised. Everyone had been kind, assuring me that it was easier than I thought, and it was. We were doing the Crows.
Like, no lie, I'm not even trying to throw shade at Diana. Stephanie should have got that role. I think she would have fitted more perfectly. I think she should have got that role. I think she would have fitted better, in my opinion. But, you know.
Scene that day. The other guys wouldn't even have their heads visible in this scene because they'd be in crow costumes. They seemed to know their parts backward and forward. I'd studied mine too, but I hadn't said them aloud more than once or twice. The directions called for me to pull a piece of paper from my straw and read it. It was a quote. The author's name, Socrates, was printed at the end. I had read Socrates, but I had never pronounced his name, so I said Socrates, because that's the way I had always assumed it was pronounced. There was a moment's silence before I heard someone whisper, Socrates. I looked over at this man I vaguely recognized. He was not one of the actors, but he seemed to belong there. I remember thinking he looked very self-confident and had a friendly face. I smiled, a little embarrassed at having mispronounced the name, and thanked him for his help. His face was naggingly familiar, and I was suddenly sure that I had met him before. He confirmed my suspicions by extending his hand. Quincy Jones, I'm doing the score.
Oh, well, that's the end of chapter 3. No, I gotta go back to it. What do you call it? Like Socrates? Hold on. What do you call it? Hold on.
Before I heard someone whisper, read it. It was a quote. The author's name, Socrates, was printed at the end. I had read Socrates, but I had never pronounced his name, so I said Socrates.
Socrates? Bruh, come on, Michael. I know you like cook food, but come on, dog. Socrates? Oh, chapter 4 is only like 33 minutes. If internet holds up, you know what? We can get through this. We can get through this. All right, chapter 4. Me and Q. Let's go. It would help if I put the volume up. There you go.
Chapter 4. Me and Q. I had actually first met Quincy Jones in Los Angeles when I was about 12 years old. Quincy later told me that at the time Sammy Davis Jr. had said to him, "This kid is going to be the next biggest thing since sliced bread." Something like that anyway. And Quincy said, "Oh yeah, I was little at the time, but I vaguely remembered Sammy Davis introducing me to Q. Our friendship really began to blossom on the set of The Wiz, and it developed into a father and son relationship. After The Wiz, I called him and said, "Look, I'm going to do an album. Do you think you could recommend some producers?" I wasn't hinting. My question was a naive but honest one. We talked about music for a while, and after coming up with some names and some half-hearted hemming and hawing, he said, "Why don't you let me do it?" I really hadn't thought of it. It sounded to him as if I was hinting, but I wasn't. I just didn't think he would be that interested in my music. So I stammered something like, "Oh, sure, great idea. I never thought about that." Quincy still kids me about it. Anyway, we immediately began to plan the album that became Off the Wall. My brothers and I decided to form our own production company, and we began thinking about names to call it. You don't find many articles about peacocks in the newspaper, but around this time I found the only one that mattered. I had always thought peacocks were beautiful and had admired one that Berry Gordy had at one of his homes. So when I read the article, which had an accompanying picture of a peacock and revealed a great deal about the bird's characteristics, I was excited. I thought I might have found the image we were looking for. It was an in-depth piece, a little dry in places, but interesting. The writer said that the peacock's full plumage would explode only when it was in love, and then all the colors would shine, all the colors of the rainbow on one body. I was immediately taken with that beautiful image and the meaning behind it. That bird's plumage conveyed the message I was looking for to explain the Jacksons and our intense devotion to one another, as well as our multifaceted interests. My brothers liked the idea, so we called our new company Peacock Productions, to sidestep the trap of relying too heavily on the Jackson name. Our first world tour had focused our interest in uniting people.
So, hold up. So you'll call your production Peacock Productions. So when was the television? Isn't that NBC? When did that start? Like, has it already? When did? Hold on. When did NBC call themselves Peacock? So it was never officially called Peacock in terms of Peacock Network. It's the name around. It's introduced in 1986 by Peacock. Okay. I was just curious. So that's been a thing. Okay. All right. I was just curious. But well, I thought he was about to say, "Yo, we about to name the album Peacock." I'm like, "What?"
People of all races through music. Some people we knew wondered what we meant when we talked about uniting all the races through music. After all, we were black musicians. Our answer was, music is colorblind. We saw that every night, especially in Europe and the other parts of the world we had visited. The people we met there loved our music. It didn't matter to them what color our skin was or which country we called home.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to form our own production company because we wanted to grow and establish ourselves as a new presence in the music world, not just as singers and dancers, but as writers, composers, arrangers, producers, and even publishers. We were interested in so many things, and we needed an umbrella company to keep track of our projects. CBS had agreed to let us produce our own album. The last 2 albums had sold well, but Different Kind of Lady showed a potential that they agreed was worth letting us develop. They did have one condition for us. They assigned an A&R man, Bobby Colomby, who used to be with Blood, Sweat, and Tears, to check in with us from time to time, to see how we were doing and to see if we needed any help. We knew that the 5 of us needed some outside musicians to get the best possible sound, and we were weak in 2 areas, the keyboard and arranging sides of things. We had been faithfully adding all the new technology to our Encino studio without really having a mastery of it. Greg Fillinganes was young for a studio pro, but that was a plus as far as we were concerned because we wanted someone who would be more open to newer ways of doing things than the seasoned veterans we had encountered over the years. He came to Encino to do pre-production work, and we all took turns surprising each other. Our mutual preconceptions just dissolved. It was a great thing to watch. As we sketched out our new songs for him, we told him that we liked the vocal tracks that Philly International always put a premium on, but when the mix came out, we always seemed to be fighting someone else's wall of sound, all those strings and cymbals. We wanted to sound cleaner and more funky, with a flintier bass and sharper horn parts. With his beautiful rhythm arrangements, Greg put into musical form what we were sketching for him and then some. We felt he was reading our minds. A Bobby Colomby recruit who came to work with us then was Paulino da Costa, whom we worried about because it seemed to us that Randy was being told he couldn't handle all the percussion by himself. But Paulino brought with him the Brazilian samba tradition of adapting and improvising on primitive and often homemade instruments. When da Costa's sound joined forces with Randy's more conventional approach, we seemed to have the whole world covered. Artistically speaking, we were caught between a rock and a hard place. We had worked with the smartest, hippest people in the world at Motown and Philly International, and we would have been fools to discount the things we'd absorbed from them, yet we couldn't be imitators. Fortunately, we got a running start with a song that Bobby Colomby brought us called Blame It on the Boogie. It was an
Ooh.
up-tempo, finger-popping time song that was a good vehicle for the band approach we wanted to cultivate. I had fun slurring the chorus. Blame it on the boogie could be sung in one breath without putting my lips together. We had a little fun with the credits on the inner sleeve of the record. Blame It on the Boogie
Blame it on
was
the
written by
boogie.
3 guys from England, including one named Michael Jackson. It was a startling coincidence. As it turned out, writing disco songs was a natural for me because I was used to having dance breaks incorporated into all the major songs I was asked to sing. There was a lot of uncertainty and excitement about our future. We were going through a lot of creative and personal changes, our music, the family of dynamics, our desires and goals. All of this made me think more seriously about how I was spending my life, especially in relation to other people my age. I had always shouldered a lot of responsibility, but it suddenly seemed that everyone wanted a piece of me. There wasn't that much to go around, and I needed to be responsible to myself. I had to take stock of my life and figure out what people wanted from me and to whom I was going to give wholly. It was a hard thing for me to do, but I had to learn to be wary of some of the people around me. God was at the top of my list of priorities, and my mother and father and brothers and sisters followed. I was reminded of that old song by Clarence Carter called Patches, where the oldest son is asked to take care of the farm after his father dies, and his mother tells him she's depending on him. Well, we weren't sharecroppers, and I wasn't the oldest, but those were slim shoulders on which to place such burdens. For some reason, I always found it very difficult to say no to my family and the other people I loved. I would be asked to do something or take care of something, and I would agree, even if I worried that it might be more than I could handle. I felt under a great deal of stress, and I was often emotional. Stress can be a terrible thing. You can't keep your emotions bottled up for long. There were a lot of people at this time who wondered just how committed I was to music after learning of my newfound interest in movies after being in one. It was hinted that my decision to audition had come at a bad time for the new band setup. It seemed to
Like poor Boogie. Like, damn it, Boogie. Mm-mm-mm. Boogie deserved better, man.
outsiders to come just as we were about to get started, but of course it worked out just fine. That's what you get for being polite, was my way of letting on that I knew I wasn't living in an ivory tower and that I had insecurities and doubts just as all older teenagers do. I was worried that the world and all it had to offer could be passing me by even as I tried to get on top of my field. There was a Gamble and Huff song called Dreamer on the first Epic album which had this theme, and as I was learning it, I felt they could have written it with me in mind. I have always been a dreamer. I set goals for myself. I look at things and try to imagine what is possible and then hope to surpass those boundaries. In 1979, I turned 21 years old and began to take full control of my career. My father's personal management contract with me ran out around this time, and although it was a hard decision, the contract was not renewed. Trying to fire your dad is not easy. But I just didn't like the way certain things were being handled. Mixing family and business can be a delicate situation.
Yeah.
It can be great or it can be awful.
Yeah.
It depends on the relationships. Even at the best of times, it's a hard thing to do. Did it change the relationship between me and my father? I don't know if it did in his heart, but it certainly didn't in mine. It was a move I knew I had to make because at the time I was beginning to feel that I was working for him rather than that he was working for me.
Freaking, yo, shout out to the actor. I forget the name of the actor, but Joe Jackson in the American Dream movie. Yo, that boy was crying like a little biatch. Like, he had a nerve to blame it on the record company. Like, they still took my boys away from me. They still took boys away from me, Katie. Like, no, they're getting grown and old. They don't want to be managed by you the rest of their lives. They want to have their own say in their lives, bro. Like, what? I know, like, he tried, like, it was a hard decision to make. It was easy, Michael. Stop it. As soon as the contract ran out, you ran out of there. You moonwalked out of there, bro. What you talking about? Like, even here, he's still giving his father grace. Like, jeez.
And on the creative side, we are of two completely different minds. He would come up with ideas that I would totally disagree with because they weren't right for me. All I wanted was control over my life, and I took it. I had to do it.
Control.
Everyone comes to that point sooner or later, and I had been in the business for a long time. I was pretty experienced for 21, a 15-year veteran. We were eager to take the Destiny band and concept on the road, but I got hoarse from too many shows, too much singing. When we had to cancel some performances, no one held it against me, but I felt as if I was holding my brothers back after the great job they had done while we worked together to get us all back on track. We made some makeshift adjustments in order to ease the strain on my throat. Marlon took over for me in some passages that required holding long notes. Shake You Body, Down to the Ground, our set piece on the album, turned out to be a lifesaver for us on stage because we already had a good jam in the studio to build on. It was frustrating to have finally realized our dream of having our own music as the showpiece rather than the novelty song, and not being able to give it our very best shot. It wasn't long, however, before our time would come. In looking back, I realized I was more patient than perhaps my brothers wanted me to be. As we were remixing Destiny, it occurred to me that we had left out some things that I hadn't talked to my brothers about because I wasn't sure they'd be as interested in them as I was. Epic had arranged in the contract that they would handle any solo album I might decide to do. Perhaps they were hedging their bets. If the Jacksons couldn't make their new sound work, they could try to turn me into something they could mold for the rest of my life. That might seem like a suspicious way of thinking, but I knew from experience that money people always want to know what is going on and what can happen and how to recoup their investment. It seemed logical for them to think that way. In the light of what's happened since, I wonder about those thoughts I had, but they were real at the time. Destiny was our biggest success as an album, and we knew we had really reached the point where people bought your record because they knew you were good and knew you'd give them your very best on every song and every album. I wanted my first solo album to be the best it could be. I didn't want Off the Wall to sound like outtakes from Destiny. That's why I wanted to hire an outside producer who wouldn't come to this project with any preconceived notions about how it should sound. I also needed someone with a good ear to help me choose material because I didn't have enough time to write two sides of songs I'd be proud of. I knew the public expected more than two good singles on an album, especially in the discos with their extended cuts, and I wanted the fans to feel satisfied. These are all reasons why Quincy...
Yeah, I love that Michael was smart enough to realize, one, I gotta get away from my father. Two, if I'm gonna do a solo project, I need a whole different producer to give me a whole different sound because I need to make this album my own. It's not Motown. It's not Epic. It's my sound. I love that he was that courageous as well as that aggressive and really a leader in that. It's really interesting that as much as Quincy, there's some things we can say about Quincy. Like Quincy, I think was a perfect match for Michael. Like he was a perfect duet for him in terms of producing. That's dope. And to think that we might not have gotten that if he didn't do The Wiz. Like it's just amazing how things kind of work out like that. Like who knows if he never does The Wiz, who knows what he would have had as his producer.
Proved to be the best producer I could have asked for. Quincy Jones's friends called him Q for short because of a love he has for barbecue. Later, after we'd finished Off the Wall, he invited me to a concert of his orchestral music at the Hollywood Bowl, but I was so shy at the time that I stood in the wings to watch the show, as I had as a child. He said he expected more from me than that, and we've been trying to live up to each other's standards ever since. That day I called to ask his advice about a producer. He started talking about people in the business who I could work with and who I'd have trouble with. He knew track records, who was booked, who'd be too lax, who'd put the pedal to the metal. He knew Los Angeles better than Mayor Bradley, and that's how he kept up with what was going on. As a jazz arranger, orchestrator, and film composer, someone people thought was on the outside looking in as far as pop music was concerned, he was an invaluable guide. I was so glad that my outside source was a good friend who also happened to be the perfect choice for a producer. He had a world of talent to choose from among his contacts, and he was a good listener, as well as a brilliant man. The Off the Wall album was originally going to be called Girlfriend.
What?
Paul and Linda
Ho
McCartney
ho ho
wrote a
ho ho!
song.
Hey ho! What? You originally was to call your first album, solo album, Girlfriend? Dog. As much as that's yeah, that's I don't think that's a good idea at all. Like that's not a good idea at all. Like it's nothing magical or nothing like enigmatic about that. Like call your album Girlfriend? Like, huh? Especially if Girlfriend was going to be like, imagine Girlfriend being like the lead single. Like it's a solid song, but Girlfriend though? Like Girlfriend? You might as well just call it I Can't Help It. Like if you was going to do that, oh, I'm gonna call my album I Can't Help It. Like that's just what? How have I never heard this? When Bad was going to be called Smooth Criminal. Yo. Thriller was going to be called Human Nature, I guess. Like, what? Worst, yo, it's the weakest song. Yo, Low Key's Girlfriend is the weakest song. That and not Burner's Disco Out. There's another song on there that I don't care for. But, yeah. Worse than Starlight. Actually, I don't mind Starlight. I actually don't mind that. Get on the floor. No, it's I'll tell you right now. It's the Falling in Love. Yes, it's the Falling in Love. I cannot stand that song. It's one of the rare songs for Michael I literally cannot listen to. It just doesn't feel like Michael at all. Like I feel like somebody truly was AI and did that song. So, like what?
Of that title with me in mind before they ever met me. Paul McCartney always tells people this story about me calling him and saying we should write some hit songs together, but that's not exactly how we first met. I saw Paul for the first time at a party on the Queen Mary, which is docked in Long Beach. His daughter Heather got my number from someone and gave me a call to invite me to this big party. She liked our music and we got to talking. Much later, when his Wings Over America tour was completed, Paul and his family were in Los Angeles. They invited me to a party at the Harold Lloyd estate. Paul McCartney and I first met at that party. We shook hands amid a huge crowd of people, and he said, "You know, I've written a song for you." I was very surprised and thanked him, and he started singing Girlfriend to me at this party. So we exchanged phone numbers and promised to get together soon, but different projects in life just got in the way for both of us, and we didn't talk again for a couple of years. He ended up putting the song on his own album, London Town. The strangest thing happened when we were making Off the Wall. Quincy walked up to me one day and said, "Michael, I've got a..."
Yeah, I thought I was tripping. Like that voice is getting higher and higher, bro. But I want to see, because there's a demo. If you haven't got my Patreon, I can't. The state won't allow me to upload it on YouTube. Like I've seen multiple reports. So, but go look up Michael Jackson Lost Memoirs, to where he talks about stuff like this. But there's a demo of what's the demo? I'm trying to remember the demo now. There's a demo that's in there that I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know this existed. Hold on, what was on? It's not Girlfriend. What's the song they did together? It's Say. I think there's a Say demo. Can I get away with? I might be able to get away with listening to this. So we're gonna listen to that Say demo at the end, and then the stream shuts down. It shuts down, but yeah. Say what you want, but don't play games with my affection. No, I do love Get On the Floor. That definitely could have been the album title too, though. Say what you need. Yo, that Memoirs, he was spicy in that joint. He was spicy. Love the way you shake that thing, girl, especially. All right, let me chill. Get up.
song that's perfect for you. He played Girlfriend for me, not realizing, of course, that Paul had written it for me originally. When I told him, he was astonished and pleased. We recorded it soon after and put it on the album. It was an incredible coincidence. Quincy and I talked about Off the Wall and carefully planned the kind of sound we wanted. When he asked me what I most wanted to have happen in the studio, I told him, we've got to make it sound different from the Jacksons. Hard words to spit out, considering how hard we'd worked to become the Jacksons. But Quincy knew what I meant, and together we created an album that reflected our goal. Rock With You, the big hit single, was the sort of thing I was aiming for. It was perfect for me to sing and move to. Rod Temperton, whom Quincy had known because of his work with the group Heatwave on Boogie Nights, had written the song with a more relentless, get-down arrangement in mind, but Quincy softened the attack and slipped in a synthesizer that sounded like a conch shell's insides on a beach.
No, wait.
Q and I were both...
Oh my God! Yeah, where did he say that? I like to be a pimp. I forget. Oh, I think he said in a movie I would like to be a pimp or something like that. Yeah, you gotta check the memoirs, bro. Go check out my Patreon. Like he was like, I would like to be a pimp, bruh. Nah, that interview is crazy.
very fond of Rod's work, and we eventually asked him to work on stylizing 3 of his songs for me, including the title cut. Rod was a kindred spirit in many ways. Like me, he felt more at home singing and writing about the nightlife than actually going out and living it. It always surprises me when people assume that something an artist has created is based on a true experience or reflects his or her own lifestyle. Often nothing could be farther from the truth. I know I draw on my own experiences at times, but I also hear and read things that trigger an idea for a song. An artist's imagination is his greatest tool. It can create a mood or feeling that people want to have, as well as transport you to a different place altogether. In the studio, Quincy allowed the arrangers and musicians quite a bit of freedom to express themselves, perhaps with the exception of the orchestral arrangements, which are his forte. I brought Greg Fillinganes, a member of the Destiny team, over to run the floor on numbers that he and I had worked.
Hold up. Let me share. Let me see if I can put it in here. In chat. I want to say, did I make this free? I made this free. Hold on, let me see. Is this a free version? I think this is free, so you don't even have to. Yeah, it's public, so you don't even have to subscribe to the Patreon. But definitely go check out Michael Jackson's Memoirs, The Lost Tapes. It's a very great listening. Like he goes over a lot. What he's going over here in the audio book or the book is where they derived a lot of the stories from. So definitely go check that out, bro. So it's a treat for those that want to re-listen to him, be unfiltered. He really says a lot of things that you would not expect him to say. Yeah. He's way more open and relaxed. So I don't know. Does that link work? I'll put it on my community tab too. But yeah, definitely go check that out.
On together in Encino while the studio people were being lined up for the date. In addition to Greg, Paulinho da Costa was back on percussion, and Randy made a cameo appearance on Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Quincy is amazing and doesn't just pick yes men to do his bidding. I have been around professionals all my life, and I can tell who is trying to keep up, who can create, and who is capable of crossing swords once in a while in a constructive way without losing sight of the shared goal. We had Louis Thunder Thumbs Johnson, who had worked with Quincy on the Brothers Johnson albums. We also had an all-star team of Wawa Watson, Marlo Henderson, David Williams, and Larry Carlton from the Crusaders playing guitar on the album. George Duke, Phil Upchurch, and Richard Heath were picked from the cream of the jazz funk crop, and yet they never let on that maybe this music was a little different from what they were used to. Quincy and I had a good working relationship, so we shared responsibilities and consulted with one another constantly. The Brothers Johnson notwithstanding, Quincy hadn't done much dance music before Off the Wall, so on Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Working Day and Night, and Get on the Floor, Greg and I worked together to build a thicker wall of sound in Quincy's studio. Get on the Floor. though it wasn't a single, was particularly satisfying because Louis Johnson gave me a smooth enough bottom to ride in the verses and let me come back stronger and stronger with each chorus. Bruce Sweetian, Quincy's engineer, put the final touches on that mix, and I still get pleasure out of hearing it.
Bruce!
Working Day and Night was Paulino's showcase, with my background vocals hurrying to keep up with his grab bag of toys. Greg set up a prepared electric piano with the timbre of a perfect acoustic tone to knock out any lingering echo. The lyrical theme was similar to The Things I Do For You from Destiny, but since this was a refinement of something I'd said earlier, I wanted to keep it simple and let the music put the song over the top. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough had a spoken intro over bass, partly to build up tension and surprise people with the swirling strings and percussion. It was also unusual because of my vocal arrangement. On that cut, I sing in overdubs as a kind of group. I wrote myself a high part, one that my solo voice couldn't carry on its own to fit in with the music I was hearing in my head, so I let the arrangement take over from the singing. Q's fade at the end was amazing, with guitars chopping like kalimbas, the African thumb pianos. That song means a lot to me because it was the first song I wrote as a whole. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough was my first big chance, and it went straight to #1. It was the song that won me my first Grammy.
So wait, you telling me that Michael wanted to sing higher than he already did? Hold on, run that back. Are you telling me that he actually wanted to sing higher than what he did?
It was also unusual because of my vocal arrangement. On that cut, I sing in overdubs as a kind of group. I wrote myself a high part, one that my solo voice couldn't carry on its own to fit in with the music I was hearing in my head, so I let the arrangement take over from the singing. Q's fade at the end was amazing, with guitars chopping like kalimbas, the African thumb pianos. That song means a lot to me because it was the first song I wrote as a whole. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough was my first big chance, and it went straight to #1.
Yeah.
It was the song that won me my first Grammy.
Yeah.
Quincy had the confidence in me to encourage me to go into the studio by myself, which put icing on the cake. The ballads were what made Off the Wall a Michael Jackson album. I'd done ballads with the brothers, but they had never been too enthusiastic about them and did them more as a concession to me than anything else. Off the Wall had, in addition to Girlfriend, a slippery, engaging melody called I Can't Help It, which was memorable and great fun to sing, but a little quirkier than a gentle song like, say, Rock With You. Two of the biggest hits were Off the Wall and Rock With You. You know, so much up-tempo dance music is threatening, but I like the coaxing, the gentleness, taking a shy girl and letting her shed her fears rather than forcing them out of her. On Off the Wall, I went back to a high-pitched voice, but Rock With You called for a more natural sound. I felt that if you were having a party, those two songs would get people in the door, and the harder boogie songs would send everyone home in a good mood. And then there was She's Out of My Life. Maybe that was too personal for a party. It was for me. Sometimes it's hard for me to look my dates in the eye, even if I know them well. My dating and relationships with girls have not had the happy ending I've been looking for. Something always seems to get in the way. The things I share with millions of people aren't the sort of things you share with one. Many girls want to know what makes me tick, why I live the way I live or do the things I do, trying to get inside my head. They want to rescue me from loneliness, but they do it in such a way that they give me the impression they want to share my loneliness, which I wouldn't wish on anybody because I believe I'm one of the loneliest people in the world. She's Out of My Life.
I don't know. I don't know if I know what that means. They want to share my loneliness. What does that mean? They want to share my loneliness. Run that back. I don't know if I know what that means.
Relationships with girls have not had the happy ending I've been looking for. Something always seems to get in the way. The things I share with millions of people aren't the sort of things you share with one. Many girls want to know what makes me tick, why I live the way I live or do the things I do, trying to get inside my
Doggone
head.
lover.
They want to rescue me from loneliness, but they do it in such a way that they give me the impression they want to share my loneliness, which I wouldn't wish on anybody because I believe I'm one of the loneliest people in the world. She's Out of My Life is about knowing that the barriers that have separated me from others are temptingly...
I guess it just means he wants them to be, wants Michael to be more vulnerable and comfortable with his loneliness. But he's like, I wouldn't wish that amongst anybody. Yeah, it sounds like it sounds like Stranger in Moscow, basically. How does it feel? Yeah, when you're alone, it's cold inside. Yeah.
Low and seemingly easy to jump over, and yet they remain standing while what I really desire disappears from my sight. Tom Baller composed a beautiful bridge, which seemed right out of an old Broadway musical. In reality, such problems are not so easily resolved, and the song presents this fact that the problem is not overcome. We couldn't put this cut at the beginning or the end of the record because it would have been such a downer. That's why when Stevie's song comes on afterwards, so gently and tentatively, as if it was opening a door that had been bolted shut, I still go, woo. By the time Rob's Burn This Disco Out closes the record, the trance is broken. But I got too wrapped up in She's Out of My Life. In this case, the story's true. I cried at the end of a take because the words suddenly had such a strong effect on me. I had been letting so much build up inside me. I was 21 years old, and I was so rich in some experiences while being poor in moments of true joy. Wow. Sometimes I imagine that my life experience is like an image in one of those trick mirrors in the circus, fat in one part and thin to the point of disappearing in another. I was worried that would show up on She's Out of My Life, but if it touched people's heartstrings, knowing that would make me feel less lonely. When I got emotional after that take, the only people with me were Q and Bruce Swedian. I remember burying my face in my hands and hearing only the hum of the machinery as my sobs echoed in the room. Later I apologized, but they said there was no need.
Now, if that was later, Michael, they probably would have kept that in. All you hear is just Michael crying in the background. Like you would have heard that in the background. Like, I wish it would have low key kept that in though. Like Michael, bro, like man, Michael, like yo, people just want to love on you, Mike. Like, man.
Hanging off the wall was one of the most difficult periods of my life, despite the eventual success it enjoyed. I had very few close friends at the time and felt very isolated. I was so lonely that I used to walk through my neighborhood hoping I'd run into somebody I could talk to and perhaps become friends with. I wanted to meet people who didn't know who I was. I wanted to run into somebody who would be my friend because they liked me and needed a friend too, not because I was who I am. I wanted to meet anybody in the neighborhood kids, anybody. Success definitely brings on loneliness. It's true, people think you're lucky that you have everything. They think you can go anywhere and do anything, but that's not the point. One hungers for the basic stuff. I've learned to cope better with these things now, and I don't get nearly as depressed as I used to. I didn't really have any girlfriends when I was in school. There were girls I thought were cute, but I found it so difficult to approach them. I was too embarrassed. I don't know why. It was just crazy. There was one girl who was a good friend to me. I liked her, but I was too embarrassed to tell her. My first real date was with Tatum O'Neal. We met at a club on Sunset Strip called On the Rocks. We exchanged phone numbers and called each other often. I talked to her for hours, from the road, from the studio, from home. On our first date, we went to a party at Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion and had a great time. She had held my hand for the first time that night at On the Rocks. When we met, I was sitting at this table, and all of a sudden I felt this soft hand reach over and grab mine. It was Tatum. This probably wouldn't mean a lot to other people, but it was serious stuff to me. She touched me. That's how I felt about it. In the past, girls had always touched me on tour, grabbing at me and screaming behind a wall of security guards. But this was different. This was one-on-one, and that's always the best.
One-on-one.
Our developed into a real close relationship. I fell in love with her, and she with me, and we were very close for a long time. Eventually, the relationship transcended into a good friendship. We still talk now and then, and I guess you'd have to say she was my first love after Diana. When I heard Diana Ross was getting married, I was happy for her because I knew it would make her very joyous. Still, it was hard for me because I had to walk around pretending to be overwhelmed that Diana was getting married to this man I'd never met. I wanted her to be happy, but I have to admit that I was a bit hurt and a little jealous because I've always loved Diana and always will. Another love was Brooke Shields.
Woo!
We were romantically serious for a while. There have been a lot of wonderful women in my life, women whose names wouldn't mean anything to the readers of this book, and it would be unfair to discuss them because they are not celebrities and are unaccustomed to having their names in print. I value my privacy, and therefore I respect theirs as well. Liza Minnelli is a person whose friendship I'll always cherish.
So we're just gonna
like
we're just gonna just gloss over Brooke Shields? I thought he was gonna go more in depth. All right, bro.
My show business sister. We get together and talk about the business. It comes out of our pores. We both eat, sleep, and drink various moves and songs and dance. We have the best time together. I love her. Right after we finished Off the Wall, I plunged into making the Triumph album with my brothers. We wanted to combine the best of both albums for our tour. Can You Feel It was the first cut on the album, and it had the closest thing to a rock feel that the Jacksons had ever done. It wasn't really dance music either. We had it in mind for the video that opened our tour, kind of like our own Also Sprach Zarathustra, the 2001 theme. Jackie and I had thought of combining the band sound with the gospel children's choir feel. That was a nod, a gamble, and huff in a way because the song was a celebration of love taking over, cleansing the sins of the world. Randy's singing is so good, even if his range is not all he'd like it to be. His breathing and phrasing kept me pumped up on my toes when we sang it. There was a bright foghorn-type keyboard that I worked on for hours, going over it and over it again, until I got it the way I wanted it. We had 6 minutes, and I don't think it was 1 second too long. Lovely One was an extension of Shake Your Body Down to the Ground, with that lighter off-the-wall sound injected. I tried out a newer, more ethereal voice on Jackie's Your Ways, with the keyboards adding a faraway quality. Paulino brought out all the artillery, triangles, skulls, gongs. This song's about a strange girl who is the way she is, and there's nothing I can do about it other than enjoy it when I can. Everybody is more playful than the off-the-wall dance tunes, with Mike McKinney propelling it like a plane turning and bearing down. The background vocals suggest Get on the Floor's influence, but Quincy's sound is deeper. Like you're in the eye of the storm, our sound was more like going up the glass elevator to the top floor while looking down, rising effortlessly.
Yeah, I think what's funny is the Jackson sound is a lot more. I don't even know how you describe that. Like he said, like it's more lighter. Like, meanwhile, Michael's solo projects is more. It's more. God, there's no way to explain this. Like it's not deeper. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it's more deeper. Like the sound, it's more deep. I don't know. Get down on the floor. Get down on the floor.
Time Waits for No One was written by Jackie and Randy with my voice and style in mind.
Wow.
They knew they were trying to keep up with the off-the-wall songwriters, and they did a very good job.
Great
Give It
job.
Up gave everyone a chance to sing, Marlon in particular. We strayed from the band sound on those tracks, perhaps sinking back into that Philly trap of letting the arrangement overwhelm us. Walk Right Now and Wondering Who were closer to the Destiny sound, but for the most part, they were suffering from too many cooks and not enough broth. There was one exception, Heartbreak Hotel.
Woo.
I swear that was a phrase that came out of my head, and I wasn't thinking of any other song when I wrote it. The record company printed it on the cover as This Place Hotel because of the Elvis Presley connection. As important as he was to music, black as well as white, he just wasn't an influence on me. I guess he was too early for me. Maybe it was timing more than anything else. By the time our song had come out, people thought that if I kept living in seclusion the way I was, I might die the way he did. The parallels aren't there as far as I'm concerned, and I was never much for scare tactics. Still, the way Elvis destroyed himself interests me, because I don't ever want to walk those grounds myself. LaToya was asked to contribute the scream that opens the song, not the most auspicious start to a recording career, I'll admit. But she was just getting her feet wet in the studio. She has made some good records since and is quite accomplished. The scream was the kind that normally shatters a bad dream, but our intention was to have the dream only begin, to make the listener wonder whether it was a dream or reality. That was the effect I think we got. The 3 female backup singers were amused when they were doing the scary backup effects that I wanted until they actually heard them in the mix. Heartbreak Hotel was the most ambitious song I had composed. I think I worked on a number of levels. You could dance to it, sing along with it, get scared by
Yeah, for anybody to ever compare Elvis to Michael is goddamn blasphemous. Like, probably because Elvis is probably the out of I guess I would say maybe James Brown, but I guess Elvis was like the probably the biggest star at that particular point ever. Solo star anyway. So I guess a lot of people tried to compare him to Elvis. It's like, man, me and we're nothing alike. Nothing. I was not thinking about Elvis at all when I made Heartbreak Hotel at all. Like, I wasn't thinking about him. And probably Elvis stole that from somebody anyway. So, but yo, he was low key mad about that. Like, yo, like, yeah, like what dance move? Like, what did MJ copy from Elvis? Like, nothing. Now, Fred Astaire is a different story. Sammy Davis Jr., James Brown, okay, he's taking over for no Elvis. Yeah, what you talking about? Because he stole from I mean, there's a whole video. One day we're going to do a reaction to that. There's like a whole video of him stealing from other people, bro.
it and just listen. I had to tack on a slow piano and cello coda that ended on a positive note to reassure the listener. There's no point in trying to scare someone if there isn't something to bring the person back safe and sound from where you've taken them. Heartbreak Hotel had revenge in it, and I am fascinated by the concept of revenge. It's something I can't understand. The idea of making someone pay for something they've done to you or that you imagine they've done to you is totally alien to me. The setup showed my own fears, and for the first time being helped quell them. There were so many sharks in this business looking for blood in the water. If this song and later Billie Jean seemed to cast women in an unfavorable light, it was not meant to be taken as a personal statement. Needless to say, I love the interaction between the sexes. It is a natural part of life, and I love women. I just think that when sex is used as a form of blackmail or power, it's a repugnant use of one of God's gifts. Triumph gave us that final burst of energy we needed to put together a perfect show with no marginal material. We began rehearsing with our touring band.
You said revenge is alien to you, Mike? During Diana? Like, really? I think here and there Michael knew how to get back. Like, especially when it came to business practices. Like, he took Eminem's whole freaking catalog because Elvis had the nerve to try to make fun of him. Like, he knows the idea of revenge. Like, that's damn near the whole freaking history album is revenge for Loki. Now, he gets revenge. Like,
which included bass player Mike McKinney. David Williams would travel with us too, but he was now a permanent member of the band. The upcoming tour was going to be a big undertaking. We had special effects arranged for us by the great magician, Doug Henning. I wanted to disappear completely in a puff of smoke right after Don't Stop. He had to coordinate the special effects with the Showco people who controlled the whole setup. I was happy to talk with him while we walked through the routine. It seemed almost unfair for him to give me his secrets, and apart from the money, I wasn't offering him anything he could make use of in return. I felt a little embarrassed about that, yet I really wanted our show to be great, and I knew Henning's contribution would be spectacular. We were competing with bands like Earth, Wind and Fire and the Commodores for the position of top band in the country, and we knew there were people who felt that the Jackson brothers had been around for 10 years and were finished. I had worked hard on the concept for the set for the upcoming tour. It had the feel of Close Encounters behind it. I was trying to make the statement that there was life and meaning beyond space and time, and the peacock had burst forth ever brighter and ever prouder. I wanted our film to reflect this idea too. My pride in the rhythms, the technical advances, and the success of Off the Wall was offset by the jolt I got when the Grammy nominations were announced for 1979. Although Off the Wall had been one of the most popular records of the year, it received only one nomination, Best R&B Vocal Performance. I remember where I was when I got the news. I felt ignored by my peers and it hurt. People told me later that it surprised the industry too. I was disappointed, and then I got excited thinking about the album to come.
That's when that's when Michael should have knew that the industry viewed Michael differently than how the world did. That's when he should have knew. That fact that he got one nomination from Off the Wall, really? With songs like Off the Wall, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, I Can't Help It, Get On the Floor, like, really? You should have knew then, like, yeah, they don't want me to be up there with the Beatles and Elvises, and they don't want me to be up there because they know I'm about to. They knew I'm about to be really up there with. I'm about to be in my own league. Like nobody can touch me. Like they already knew. They knew.
I said to myself, wait until next time, they won't be able to ignore the next album. I watched the ceremony on television, and it was nice to win my category, but I was still upset by what I perceived as the rejection of my peers. I just kept thinking, next time, next time. In many ways, an artist is his work. It's difficult to separate the two. I think I can be brutally objective about my work as I create it, and if something doesn't work, I can feel it. But when I turn in a finished album or song, you can be sure that I've given it every ounce of energy and God-given talent that I have. Off the Wall was well received by my fans, and I think that's why the Grammy nominations hurt. That experience lit a fire in my soul. All I could think of was the next album and what I would do with it. I wanted it to be truly great.
Oh wow, that's it. Okay. Yeah, them Grammys were bugging like a motherfucker. Like the same way, even though I know I did a post on my community page about Beyonce and Michael, the fact that Beyonce has the most Grammys ever, yet she only got one album of the year, yet Taylor Swift has 4, it's like, huh? Like, what? Did I lose everybody? Am I gone? Am my stream gone? Am I still here? Everybody still here? Then, did Beyonce try to get me out of here right now? Hold up. No, I think I'm still here. All right. Yeah, we about to be done anyway. We about to be out of here. Yeah, Grammys got even more shitty after the Thriller. Yeah, it was just the fact that like guys like Prince and everybody, like they weren't even getting proper acknowledgement. Put them in the R&B category. Like I'm crying. Like yeah, just like yeah, like that's why we should put stock in like the Soul Train Awards and like the Source Awards, BET Awards, because like they don't know culture. Like they don't even understand it. Like they and if they do, they are deliberately trying to act like they don't because they don't want to give us too much recognition. Because somehow, like, giving us recognition would be like, oh my God, you're trying to say that they're better than, you know, Elton John and, oh, like, bro, no, just the music is better. That's all. Like, bro, like, what? Like, I don't understand, like, what you're up in arms about. Let's see if I can find this. I think it was this? Yeah. Hold on. So, we're going to end. Oh, what the hell? We're going to end this stream like this with Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney, Say, demo. If a stream gets shut down, don't matter because I'm about to be out of here anyway. So, with that being said, let's go. You know what? I'm bugging. That's not the screen. Hold on. Where my screen at? Hold on. Why can't y'all hear that? Here we go.
Say what you want, but don't bring away my affection. Take what you need, but don't leave me with no direction. 'Cause all alone, I see nobody. shit. How do you stand the heat? Me putting in the fire, dear. You have me crying. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just love the realness of it.
Go, go, go where you want, but don't leave me here forever. But you stay away so long, girl. I see you never. It's plain to see, girl, that you're leaving me for some other, baby. So here's a tip for a souvenir. If it's not your tip, you know I'm crying.
Yeah.
You can never say that I'm not the one who really loves you. Pray, 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 never thought that you'd say, that's what God do. Won't you get through to you? 'Cause I love you, baby. Standing here, baptized in all my tears. At the billion, and me crying.
It's been fun, y'all. Sing along. Yeah, this is child like somewhere in there. Yeah, but it's been fun. And that's what you check out the video version. Oh yeah, like I got a lot of stuff on my wish list or watch list. But that was damn. We did 4 hours today, even with all the craziness of me being sent to the Phantom Realm and everything. Y'all, shout out to everyone that was here, that popped in, that talked, didn't talk. It was hella fun. We gotta do this. Well, the thing is, I want to say we got maybe another month or so before I get like really busy. So I'm pumping out all the videos I can now. Yeah, I'm gonna go live tomorrow because now we're gonna do Off the Wall versus Thriller, and I figure out what else we're gonna talk about or do tomorrow. But we definitely got to do Off the Wall versus Thriller tomorrow. This is mad fun. Y'all hella funny. Like, you're probably gonna watch another old video of myself. Like, Lord help us. Lord, bro, what was I doing? If you haven't seen it, go check out the beginning of this live, where I watch an old video of myself. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, show all the things are the things. Stay tuned. Same time tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those that go to Sunday school or go to church, we'll be here, but you go and praise Him for us. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things are the things. Ain't gotta go home. Do gotta get that step in. Peace. Boom, 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 boom.